notes. Hi guys. Hello.
Let's get warmed up.
Let's see what's happening. Let's see. We got a Y cam. I mostly have all the Hossmen in a shot here. There we go. We're working on it. We're having some trouble getting our remote people in, as if we needed more people on the show. So how you guys doing? You guys made it, and half of you it's their first time.
First time here.
First time. So we are. We should be out. Where are you going?
He's coming to grab your ass.
No.
There it is. Oh no.
Bro, the real question is he smacking that ass or just grabbing that ass? It's like two different.
I think he's grabbing it.
Even Bailey's in the shot. You're good. You're good.
Start it off with the smack and then do the grab.
Why is the tag team on the furthest sides of this setup?
Yeah.
We actually just hate each other.
Oh boy.
No, I mean,
Are we legit switching sides?
If you want to,
I just don't want the blue headphones.
I'm pretty content.
Nobody move.
Yeah, I don't want to mess up Sorg's.
We just set all of you up.
Yeah, I don't want to mess up Sorg's, setup.
All right. We're getting there. Like I said, we're waiting for Ronnie Starks is calling. Oh, Mike's here too. Oh shit. I'm sorry, Mike. Hello.
Would it just be easier to move one of the chairs?
Who said that?
Ronnie called me and then I hung up on him. What is he doesn't show up in here?
So are we live right now?
I think we're on like Patreon.
Yeah, no, we are on Facebook right now, guys. So
This thing's gonna fuck me up all night.
Oh man, now you're breaking shit.
I already been breaking shit.
I know, but you gotta calm it down, Hammer. Like,
Jamie's
start calling you sledgehammer.
He's doing the E-Honda slaps on the microphone.
That should work.
Just heard Phil fucking
I told you you were gonna hate it. I told
Why
you
are
were gonna.
you here?
I told you.
Hold on a second.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me get a good one.
Wait. Ronnie, are you with us? But I have Mike in a different call.
Is there any way we can?
Come on,
get
Ronnie.
The call from what you sent me.
Is that better, Judah?
This
You
is
didn't hear me
weird.
spit?
Hold on a second.
Well, that one that was right there.
Mike, I'm going to hang up on you and give you a link to the thing he's in because his thing's being weird.
Fucking Ronnie.
Ronnie, why you gotta be so weird?
Jeez, man.
Don't make it weird, Give me bro.
Oh,
A
link.
Hook me up, Jen Carlins style.
I wish I could see Ronnie. Where's
Right?
Ronnie?
That's what I'm saying. I wish I could see these people.
You will.
Oh, okay.
You should be. They should be on here when I get them going here.
See, Judah, is that better when I spit silent? You just don't hear the.
I just don't want it right
not
in
too
my
bad.
ear like
Ah, so you don't want it like this?
All right, so
That was nasty.
let's get that out of our system.
We got Skinner on the show tonight.
Oh,
Hey, Redman,
hey
sponsor
man,
me.
he trained some good ones. Skinner.
Skinner.
God
Is
damn,
he?
West Sox
He'll
are
be
too
a big
fucking
part of
cool.
that FCW documentary, right? There's that. Oh, that's wrong. This
I'm
is
not
wrong. That's the wrong order. There's Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie!
You with me, Ronnie?
Please turn your radio down, caller.
Why can't I hear Ronnie?
Did you mute him?
I don't think so.
Did he?
Mike, are you
himself?
talking? Oh, what the fuck?
That's the question.
Did we unplug the audio, maybe? No.
dun,
That's
Oh,
fine.
there's Ronnie.
There it is. Why is everybody so quiet?
I can't hear Ronnie.
I know, I can't hear
Probably
shit.
because I had two windows open.
Why would you go and do something
all right.
like that, Sword?
You guys.
You sound like that audiobook, like, hello, guys. Chapter 1.
All right. So I'm in. Oh, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Mike, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, I'm going to hang up, but you have to send me a link to this chat. Don't blame me. Blame Google.
Oh, fucking Google.
Okay.
You want me to take another picture of you and Mike trying to work this out?
No. I'm not going to show him his knob again.
Whoa.
Look at all these knobs and buttons.
This knob is Mike's knob.
Well, at least you're not sitting there like slobbing on a knob.
Here. It's a. Oh boy.
We need to get Papa Judo a mic. He's back here. We need to get him a mic.
I think other than a shotgun mic, I don't think I have any more.
Damn.
Yeah,
Papa Judo, you
want
want to grab a chair and come,
Wait.
You want to tag in any second you want. You just roll.
Yeah, just roll up by
jump
Judo.
Right out here. Oh yeah, out of the way.
See, Judo, just for you, I'm spitting quiet.
Oh, that's that. Okay.
Good man. Good man.
You got me a link, and this is gonna work. Sure, this is gonna work.
Good. What are you gonna cut me with?
Don't make such a threat.
Ah, there he is. He's coming in.
Hey, we got you now. Double loaded it for some reason.
Looking
Jamie's over there like, brother, I need a beer.
hindsight 2020.
Need to get
You
this,
okay over there?
Need to get this show on the road so I can crack into this ball.
Hey,
thinking
you
about
need
changing my name to
keep
the
that
name.
bottle over there.
This election cycle's
Make
coming.
sure that ball gets towards Phil is what I just
No, absolutely not.
Chubbs is the
I have to
shocker,
drive
and
home.
so is
All right. So
Well, no, EC3 is showing up, the 3 for EC3, but
yeah.
but Chubbs has the same fingers.
no wait. Can you guys hear me?
Chase that for
Wait, I don't think they
Chubbs?
can hear me.
Oh, I found that at
I don't think they can
comic
hear me.
book store in
Hold on a
New York
second.
City.
Oh, I gotta love
dude.
fucking comic books.
What they do is
So
when
much
they get
going
their
on the
chases,
screen. Look at this.
they take all the
Nope,
chases
they
out and put them in a
definitely
glass
can't hear
case.
me. They definitely can't hear me. It's double loading it.
Sorg, this is why I'm glad you're doing all the
Oh, wow.
technology
That's a good
stuff.
deal.
'cause
Am I back? Am I back?
Hey, can they
Yes.
hear me yet?
Hey.
Can you
Can you hear us?
I got a question.
Yes.
This is the kind of thing that I know
Hello.
Mad Mike will stays up all night thinking about. So here's a question, Mad Mike.
Yeah.
Okay, and maybe you even remember how we've done this in the past. Mayhem Mania rules question for you.
Okay.
All right. Before we started last week's round, Tina had to create the 8th match, and she created Bianca Belair versus Jazz. Now, then we went through the round, and no one changed Tina's match. So does that match get credit for surviving the round without being changed, or is it just considered a new match like we consider all those new matches are, and they kind of all start at 0 once they get through that first creation week?
I think that counts.
You think we should give it credit?
Yeah, because it's not like it was off limits to being changed. Like someone could have changed it and she would have just gotten Alex Cars.
See, I don't know if we would have. I don't know if that would have
wait,
applied.
wait.
Would the Alex Cars
I
rule
wanna
have
pull back.
applied to her?
I wanna
because
pull back.
She technically did not create the match within the round itself. She
I
did it before the
love
round.
that Alex Cars is a verb.
You got cars.
You got Alex Carsed.
You gonna get cars?
Has he been on yet for this
Not
season?
yet. He's
Oh,
he's lurking in the chat room.
Yeah.
I
I
think
don't.
he was hoping to jump in tonight, but this is
This
not
is
happening.
probably
tonight.
not happening this
Too
time.
many
All right,
Hossmen tonight.
fuck himself.
The Vince is here. So
Is that a fucking hand puppet?
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
That
it's-
is fucking amazing.
That is the best.
It's Vince McMahon.
It's official merch too. That's the best part.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
from
check
Bray
this
Wyatt
out.
Such?
Oh shit!
Official merch.
That is amazing. That
I
is
got this at the last Raw I was at in the Garden. It was great.
absolutely amazing. Like whoever came up with that marketing genius is a fucking genius.
That would be Bray Wyatt. That would be Bray Wyatt.
What a
That
fiend.
man
What a
in
marketing
general.
fiend.
That man in general is just a freaking genius. As many times as he saved his like own career is just like astronomical.
Okay. All right. Is this the most people we've had on the show, Matt?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Categorically.
physically.
Hossman setting history.
Physically in a while.
You know what? What about? I mean, some of those Patreon in the Bank shows, Sorg, we piled a ton of people.
We did,
into that
we
Yeah,
did.
but like non-anniversary shows or non-Patreon in the bank, it's probably the most we've had in the studio.
Well, I couldn't imagine this many people fit in my basement.
Who's,
I could. It
who's
would
all
be
there right now?
fun.
Oh,
Who's
yeah,
right here?
Cars.
Hold on. All right, let's so this is how
Cars
they
wants to get a real
this
good
is
look
how
at the
they
merch.
see you. We got Phil here. We got Sexy Fireman. We got Jamie. We got Stevie back there. We got Papa Judo in the back.
What up, my brothers?
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
What's
so
that?
There's a lot going on.
I'll try to get it over here so you can kind of see it.
I will. Spoiler alert! I will not remember anyone's name.
Listen, Hossman number 3. I have a question for you. That's gonna be how you're gonna roll.
Yeah,
Jamie,
I
I
may
think that
just
would be
address
Jamie.
exactly who's talking.
Okay. Listen, you. Cool. I think we can do a show now. Maybe. We'll see how this goes.
To be fair, we thought we could do a show.
Daniel Towers in the chat room tonight, Sorgy.
Oh, I gotta get that chat room up. Where are you at?
Daniel Tiger sighting.
Daniel
People, I see new
Tiger.
names in here. This is
Sorg,
looking
look
good.
at this pop I got.
Hold on a second. Where are you at? There it is. Billy
Billy
Madison.
Oh,
In
that
the
is
hot- In
great.
the bathtub.
Oh, that is great. I love that movie.
That's fantastic.
That's such a good
Shampoo
movie.
is better. I go on first and clean the hair. Conditioner is better.
Definitely jacked up my
the
shot.
hair silky and smooth.
You're not bad. You're not bad, Mike or Matt. Shit.
If you
You're
can't
not
get
bad either,
if
Mike.
you can't get my name right, how are you going to keep the Hossmen straight?
You know, my mother has that problem. I see that I'm developing it.
And
mean,
once you've had more
'cause
than one kid, you can't get their names
My,
right.
well, my brother's name is Matt.
You
So-
immediately yell at the child, but you yell in the
You
name
just-
of the other child.
You
so
just
it's
keep
like,
you keep going until you get the right one.
yeah. And then if you get a dog, then you start yelling at the dog, and you mess up his name too. So I've like I got Mason and Noah, my sons. I got Gilbert the dog. So I'll be yelling at Gilbert and be like, "No, Mason, I'm Gilbert." You know. That happens all the
Said
time.
my name wrong, and we have the same name.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I was just say, I don't know, Sorg. You know me since I was like 13, so I feel like if you forget my name, that's a big problem.
Listen, apparently I knew Ronnie 10 years ago, and we just learned this.
Really?
Yes. Because we're
Jesus.
watching Super Indy 10, and it's just like, Ronnie's like, that's me. And I'm just like, oh shit, that's me.
Ronnie-
Did we know each other 10 years ago?
Basically- Ronnie basically joined this show as Bart Allen, but we realized that we knew him in a former life before he teleported to the future.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like when you go back and time travel just shows up in all the important historical events, and you don't know how he actually got there. That's Ronnie to us right now.
Yeah.
I got
I've
you.
also
I got
been
you.
watching a lot of Smallville, so I apologize if that drips into the conversation.
Ronnie's
I-
just sitting there like, what the fuck?
I at one point in my wrestling career, I worked for IWC. Yes,
Yeah.
It was a thing.
I think everybody has at some point.
I mean, I set up chairs.
Yeah. There you go.
Pay your
No,
dues, kid.
technically,
Set up them
I
chairs.
set up chairs and helped carry in pieces of a ring.
Hey, that counts. That
That
counts,
is-
man. That's the most important
Good
part.
old Dr.
right?
Gambino.
Dr. Gambino.
I helped Dr. Gambino set up a ring.
Nice.
Oh, that was about starting the business, brother. Origin story.
I got time, right?
Yeah, because I'm trying to pull up the feed. Actually, I found it on one thing, but not the other thing, and I need to make sure it's going out there. So to see who's in the chat room, because I'm not even getting that for you.
Come on, Jamie, get off the phone, brother.
This is, by the way, this may be the largest cammed production that I think I've ever conducted.
Oh,
So-
you going on a T-run, Papa Judo? Yeah. Judo, you trying to hand that to Papa Judo? You know what I'm saying? Jamie, you trying to...
Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
Just
This badass Hossman drinking.
What kind of tea is it?
I mean,
That's
you
just
just get...
iced tea.
Hot tea?
There you
It's
go.
iced tea.
Or is it iced tea?
No, that's iced tea.
Oh, it's iced.
It's an
Yeah.
NXT.
Oh.
I'll take some iced tea too there, Papa Judo.
You know, I thought I was going to show off and all the pizza was going to be gone.
I got water, thank you.
Nobody in the chat knows what year this is.
But
2020.
you guys, a lot of
2020. I
self-control.
remembered. I remembered, yo.
I get dropped on my head too much. I don't know.
I hear that.
Oh no,
bro.
it's really hard to turn a 19 into a 20.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what we're all learning this year. All right. Everybody's quiet. We have a lot of people being quiet right now.
Hello.
Do you need me to talk real fast into
Buenos
the mic again?
dias, por favor.
All right, we know what
Is
that
this
sounds like
something
now.
I should be doing more often? Is just talking really slowly
7:03.
into the microphone?
Watch party!
Like
There
Judo,
are-
surprisingly enough, like you have one of them very soothing voices to where you could be like them
Yeah.
audiobook readers, like, "Hey everybody, this is chapter 1."
Oh, are we doing ASMR this week?
We need to
Yeah.
go a week without someone doing ASMR.
No.
I don't think we've gone a week yet in 2020 where someone
Listen,
has done ASMR.
Is,
Everybody, every time somebody new comes on a show that I do a podcast with, and they get headphones for the first time, there was an ASMR joke on Hungry Girl last week. There was it's just like everybody's like, I can hear myself and you can too. I love ASMR.
See, the weird thing is, we can always hear ourselves.
They wanted to,
unless you're deaf.
yes,
Then
but
you
through,
can't hear
but
anything.
not
It's
through the
crystal
echo
clear
chamber of your
definition.
own head.
Speak for yourself.
Hey, here's I'm like, sorry, I'm not going to dive into that existential stuff, so we'll be here all night without doing the show. Because I have a question I want to start asking people that's just going to be... I'll just ask it, nobody answer, and we can have a conversation later.
Sword, we're all going to answer.
Do you hear your own voice in your head?
Yes.
Yes?
I hear several voices in my head.
Apparently,
It
there's
sounds
people...
like they understand.
There's people that don't.
What? That means they're crazy if they don't.
Yeah.
That might mean they're a sociopath. I don't know.
Yeah,
If
it
you-
definitely means they're
According to this definite podcast I was listening to that sounded very knowledgeable.
If you have 3 voices in your head talking to you at once,
That's a
you're
problem.
not.
Yeah, that's
you're
a
not-
problem.
Maniac, that's a prop
Yeah.
for later.
If
I
you're,
have 3. Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mankind.
if
I
you're-
have one voice in my head that talks to me.
if your head sounds like this show right now, you may need to go see someone on
I don't know, man. You ever seen Glass? That was a pretty good movie.
Glass.
So is it bad that I have a voice in my head, or is it okay that I have a voice in my head?
Yeah, 'cause
I
I'm
think
kinda
I think it's more common. I mean,
It
this
depends
is
on what the voice tells you to do, Ronnie.
that's
No,
right.
it tells me good things.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it tells me to stick around the wrestling business.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. That's,
Well, I mean,
that
that's
is
not
questionable at
terribly good
best.
for the
yeah.
The chat room's answering my questions. 2 episodes ago, Roderick on the Line, or maybe 3 episodes ago, they talked about this in depth. If you want to go check that out. They're also the ones that started singing Van Halen during the show this week, and just I lost it working.
The voice in your
Might as
head
well
starts singing
jump.
Van Halen.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Wow, for real.
Was it
What
Eddie or was it Sammy
I think it was a Sammy era.
or David?
I get up.
Oh, okay.
Nothing's
It
gonna
gets
bring
it
me
down.
down. Yeah, and they went pretty deep in it, so
That's awesome.
it was the best. All right, let's not do too much of that because that could get us pulled off YouTube. Nobody's
If you
nobody
do it very poorly.
nobody hum any bars from AC/DC. It's what I call the Brandon K rule.
Oh,
Don't,
okay.
don't tell me to live my life, Sword.
Wait, what if I go
Sorg.
Beatles?
Would
Sorg.
it go Beatles?
Yeah, what if
I don't
just
know.
go
I don't know. I don't know.
Sometimes you gotta shoot to thrill. Sometimes you gotta play to
No,
kill,
Mike!
right?
No, Mike! Stop it!
I don't know what's funnier, that whole thing, or Sorg's so serious, and then Judo's in the background like, like dying in a chair over there.
I think we got a good vibe to start this.
Some good teams.
Yeah.
Billy.
By the way,
It
guys,
is very
we
good
haven't
too.
started yet.
No, we haven't started yet.
We have not started yet.
Do you want me to put a dip back in? We can do this, Judo. I'll be like Mikey. I'll go get some pretzels.
You're making me thirsty.
Why are you laughing so hard?
Because it's funny.
This is pretty much exactly how I thought this was going
Damn
to
it,
go.
Sword, now you got AC/DC song.
And this
This
is how the
is on
Hossmen
you.
are.
Dude
most
across
of
the
the day.
street, dude across the street had a sweet back in black 1980 jacket at the grocery store.
Wow. That's awesome.
Like
I mean, it
that.
probably didn't help that I watched Iron
Like,
Man.
what kind of material was this? Like a jean jacket? Was it like a starter jacket?
No,
Like,
it was looked more. I couldn't
satin.
tell from across the checkout line, but not as cool as at KSWA seeing that sweet Mr. Perfect jacket with like the print back, with like him on the back and
Yeah, I
everything.
know, like the
Yeah,
chalk line,
the
the chalk
chalk
line
line
ones. Is that what they're
yeah.
called?
What's that?
Chalk
Chalk
line.
line.
Were they chocolate?
Is that what they're called?
Is
The
it?
brand is. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking
I
about.
I call it
I'm
chalkboard.
very happy when Matt Carlins, Jen Carlins, and I were in New Orleans. We went to the
Oh,
WrestleMania
lucky.
Superstore.
You went
We
to
went to
you went to WrestleMania what?
the
Superstore.
Superstore,
Okay.
Fucking pants are driving me nuts.
and they had those chalk line jackets. They had them in double
I know.
XL,
Well, it's pissing me off, Tyler.
In this
and I was
episode,
very
the
happy that they
survivor
didn't
fights
fit
with
me
his
because I
own
would buy
pants.
all of them.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, thank God I'm a fat ass.
I just remember like most of those jackets, I can be like, nah, it's okay. But like something about the Razor Ramon chalk line jacket is just like, it's like, oh my god,
There's something about it.
something about that, just like a handsome man on the back of your
Like,
jacket. Just,
I wanted the Eddie Guerrero one. I want the Macho Man one.
Oh, the Eddie Guerrero one is.
I want to know how many people showed up to AIW Saturday night with their Razor Ramon chalk line jacket.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah, not
that's
enough.
the answer. It's
Not
not
enough.
enough.
The answer is not enough.
No.
It's not enough.
All right.
Not enough.
All right, we're gonna try doing this,
Oh boy.
and we'll see how far we get.
Oh yeah, we should start a show.
Wheels
the
is in the
worst
chat,
that
says there are some sexy Hossmen.
Hey, Wheels. There are actually also non-Hossmen too here. Thank you.
Non-Hossman.
We're just sexier.
Why are we saying if you want blood, you got it in the chat room?
I think
Because
they're
it's
debating.
AC/DC lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
Sorg.
okay. There's a whole other podcast happening in the chat room right now.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in the chat knows
Man.
shit about Van Halen. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start the show, this is the Wrestling Mayhem show, and I get a text from Jimmy DeMarco says, I drove by your studio and saw it was loaded with Hoss tonight, a real Hoss pen. That's because this is the Hossman Takeover. It is the Wrestling Mayhem show, and holy shit, is it full. There they are, the Hossmen here. But first, of course, hold on, we got to go down the line here. We got Ronnie Starks is with us in his remote location. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Also with us from Beacon, New York, he's the only Mayhemmer with a future endeavor letter from the WWE. Fact, that is Mad Mike.
Hi.
Hey.
Why didn't you introduce me first, Sorg?
Yeah, work your shit, man.
Because I did not select the right shot in that order.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
That's right. Ronnie got no special introduction.
That's
Wow.
fine.
You hurt his
Patreon
feelings.
supporter right here. Patreon supporter.
Well, you hurt his feelings, so there's
Yep.
that.
All right, moving on. We'll check the meeting later. Mainstream Matt is with us. He's
What's up,
pointing at the
Sorgy?
sign. Yes. Whoop. And supporting the Mayhem Mania Club. Mayhem Club.
I need to get me one of them.
I can't remember which site we sell that
We
on.
need a Patreon
Is
and a
it
bank
Patreon?
shirt.
We do need a Patreon in the bank shirt.
Still waiting for Carl and Doc to send their cease and desist letters. Haven't gotten it yet.
Also down the line, joining us, new voices for you.
I'm
Stevie
not new
LaBelle.
here. I've been here like twice.
You've
Oh,
been
you don't
here
gotta
twice.
rub it in.
Well, you
You don't
haven't
gotta
been
rub
on
it in.
this show, I don't think, right? You've been on the Indie Mayhem show.
Ooh, I think
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, you have not
see
been on
that?
the Wrestling
Yeah.
Mayhem show podcast. Stevie LaBelle,
Big stuff going on.
the Ronin, Judo.
That's me. I have too many
Moving up
nicknames.
The world.
There you go. We have Jamie Jameson, the Country Hammer. First time.
First time, brother.
Pop in your Mayhem, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Country Hammer is my favorite Nelly song.
Nice.
Oh, you have to come out to it now.
Sorg
You
dared me
have
to say
come
that
out to
joke
it now.
last night, so I had to throw it out there.
Also, the sexy fireman is back. Jason Tyler, how you
Sexy up
doing?
in here.
I'm doing good, Sorg. How are you doing?
And we're going to keep an eye on him because he's sporting producer Missy's headphones because we were running out of headphones. Don't tell producer Missy. And also,
I'll text her right now.
Are you still going by the Survivalist?
No, that was actually a misprint.
That was a misprint?
Yeah, that was a
Wait,
misprint.
what?
That was a Hooven going.
Philip
Hooven.
Archer is here.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
What?
Yeah. So it's always been just the Survivor.
So I need to stop writing that by your name.
You see,
Yeah.
Got it.
He
I didn't get the
see,
memo.
has
last
officially
week
survived
you
the
told
misprint.
me he was the survivalist, and I'm like, he's doing a doomsday prepper gimmick, and I'm like, that sounds interesting. I think I'd like to see
I mean,
that.
don't get me wrong. That was the idea at first, but like we kind of just went with the Survivor instead.
That's very. It's
And
more
then-
you take in so many directions.
Yeah.
So is your finish the tribe has spoken? Because
No,
Oh,
no,
that's
the
great.
Oh.
no, that's more of like the Isaiah Wolf type thing.
Ah.
Mine's survival of the fittest.
Mm-hmm.
gotcha. Okay.
Do or die. Winner
There you
takes
go.
it all, so take it all.
Well, the Hossmen are here. Thank you thank you guys for coming in here.
Thank you, Sorg.
All
Thanks
of
for
you
having us.
coordinating this and
Look how well dressed they are. Sword.
yeah. I mean, everybody is
We're the Hossmen. We
well
look like
Yeah,
dressed.
but I'm like usually not everyone shows up this well dressed.
No, we need to bring
They're
back.
almost up to like main event level
We're the
dress
Hossmen,
right
brother.
now. I mean, they're looking good.
We're the
That's how it is.
Hossmen.
Yeah, that's great.
You know, I gotta tell you guys, I'm wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt right now. Me, right? Like,
Seeming underdressed by my standards.
There you go. There you go. And I got another text
Hey,
from
Ronnie,
Jim.
you're wearing pants? I didn't.
I
think
can
that
take
was
them
a
off. I
requirement.
mean,
That,
I didn't think that was a requirement.
that is optional. That's a Troy Lord's rule.
The only person taking their pants off tonight is going to be me.
Whoa! As long as I'm not in the room. As long as I'm not in the room.
It's not the first time. It's not the first time on that couch. What?
Judo, you want to switch chairs?
No, I'm happy.
Fuck you.
Well, I will tell you, Philip Archer is in the porn star seat. That's
Awesome.
where Michelle James sat.
Oh, I feel
Pro
lucky now.
dancing, man.
There you go. There you go.
The official casting couch of Sorgatron Media Services.
Yeah. Hey. As long as like Super Hentai's juices ain't on this couch, I'm alright. I mean, I know he is King of Hobstown. I don't need to know where that stain is.
And that is the fourth time we've lost
And
Judo for the night.
It's gonna be all night. It's gonna be all night. I'm gonna make Judo
I
lose
love it. I
himself.
love it. This is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Please go check out everything at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, where you can find links to subscribe to us in podcast and video form, or look us up on your favorite platform. Also, check out the Wrestling Mayhem Show super feed and other great shows, including the Indy Mayhem Show. We just talked with PB Smooth over there about his new scholarship up at Mercyhurst College in Erie, as well as coming up this week is the Conspiracy, which I think is not a misprint. Miles Monroe will be joining us on that, and also the Monday Mayhem wrap-up show, where Mad Mike and I talk about how great our wives are going to WrestleMania. So, and amongst other things. And also, you can hit us at that email address. Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, 412-206-WMS0, at Mayhem Show on the Twitter and the Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook page and group. A lot of great conversations going on over there. And also, you can join us every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Maybe I'll be playing some music for you. Maybe we'll just be having some hijinks while we're trying to get the Google Hangout to work. Either way, we start going live with you over on Facebook, and we're streaming on so many other platforms for Wrestling Mayhem Show, Sorgatron Media, including Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. See, I'm even forgetting all of them. I'm still working on that LinkedIn page. Anyways, you can go check out all that stuff and follow us, but the chat room is happening over on the Facebook page. Sorry, I don't know what my wife says. Please bring home AA batteries. Okay. And this is what happens when I don't have a producer. I need to read everything out loud. So don't text me if you don't need to right now.
Okay.
So, and also you can support the show at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. So many of you are doing that thanks to the upcoming Patreon in the Bank, where you can take part in the Mayhem Mania shenanigans that we have going on here, including our friends at the fan of the show level, Bo Diggity! Woo! Ed Berg, Bobby F. J. Town, Tina Keys, and Team Hammer Fist. Our friends at the Poppy Club, Bradley Ruthers, Dave Potter, Kyle Turner, and Daniel Towery. I see you in the chat room earlier. Our friends at the Pizza Club level, Doc Remedy, TheWrestlingRevolution.com. And at the manager level, OccupyProWrestling.com, Farnsworth Investments. And at the $21 just to say fuck you to the rest of Patreon is Mad Mike.
Yes, Sword, you got it right this time.
Is that what you wanted me to say? That's what the manager wanted me to say. So, and that's what you get for that level of Patreon.
Yeah. That $1.
That $1.
Is how petty I am.
He admits it at least, right?
You know what? In fact, Sorg, because I'm at the super manager level, right now, we need to call all Patreons the Heartbreakers, because I am Tom Petty.
I see what you did there.
Wow. I'm going to get some Patreon messages on that. Whoa. What do we do when the Patreon contributors start feuding with each other? Matt?
Grab a pool cue, snap it in half, drop the part on the floor, and let
We're going to walk away.
life take its course.
Walk away.
Walk away.
Or just let them at it on Twitter. I think that's the equivalent.
Yes.
Yes.
Very dark night. I appreciate it.
Oh, my God.
The Twitter, the sharpest object of them all.
And anyways, a lot of stuff going on this week, including we talked about this at length last night, but good to see a friend of the show, Jay Clemons, get killed last night on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, that was so fun.
I think
That was great.
I mean, I think most of us in the room have worked around him at some point, right?
Great dude. Great guy.
So, it was a weird swelling of Twitter as you saw him just nonchalantly earlier in the night, and then everybody's like, "Hey, I know that guy," and then by the end of the night, he's just Seth Rollins fans and
I enjoyed
killed.
the roller coaster of emotions was was like everyone going, "Hey, look, Jake is refereeing this random match on Raw. How cool is this?" And then it's like, "Hey, congratulations, Jake! Hey, Jake's in the main event. Oh my God, Jake just screwed up on national television. Wait, no, Jake didn't screw up. Oh my God, what happened? Oh no, Jake's dead. You know, it's like,
And then just death by table.
yeah,
Yeah. So it was that was fun. That was fun. I mean, it was just like it's like that one time a strangely familiar referee got punched in the face by knocked out by Ronda Rousey, and we're just like, hey, that guy looks familiar, but I cannot tell you his name for the life of me. But you know, strange things happen around Pittsburgh wrestling. But anyways. So that was an interesting news item yesterday. Also, Samoa Joe wellness policy, not what I expected.
What
it's not
was
one thing,
it?
it's another.
What was it? Because I seen it this morning. And I was like, "What's he on now? Like, what's the changes now?"
I mean, I don't like. So there was something about he got injured again, right? And I thought it was concussion.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, because we've seen like people get other injuries and they need to get on some kind of steroid kind of thing to heal, and that gets messed up and comes up in a test, right?
Yeah.
Not to say anything about the build and physique of Samoa Joe, but you're just like steroids.
Yeah, that's
He
what I
may
was
have just not wanted to make a certain trip.
What's that?
He may have just not wanted to make a certain trip.
Yeah, he could have just not wanted to go Saudi Arabia, but that seems like a weird way to do a first strike on something like that.
I don't know though. I mean, like the way Saudi Arabia went last year. I mean, I don't blame the guy. I don't really want to be stuck there. No offense to Saudi Arabia, but I don't really want to be stuck there either.
Also, remember, I don't think people just go to Saudi Arabia for base pay, even like
That
the
too,
lower
yeah.
roster like that. I think everybody gets a nice little
Okay.
rumble in the desert bonus.
I got you.
So
Rumble in the desert.
I'm getting tired of calling it Saudi Blood Money Fest or whatever we were calling it before.
Oh.
So
Saw to be joking.
Saw to be joking me, right?
I still like saw to be joking me.
Yeah.
That is probably the best one, but I'm trying to mix it up. A little.
I'd watch that pay-per-view, but I have to wash my hair that day.
Well, there's that too.
For the audio listeners, Ronnie is bald. That's the joke.
It's a choice.
Oh, he's showing you. He's
I'm
showing.
not saying it's not a choice. I'm just that's the joke.
No, the joke is fuck that pay-per-view. That's what the joke is.
Well, yes. Also, that is also the joke.
So is anyone going to watch? Sorg, you said you're going to watch.
I am going to watch.
Because you like the fireworks. That's
I am
always
gonna
what gets
watch.
me to watch, too.
The fireworks?
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't show that.
I don't really have the option.
I understand that.
Mike
you
is,
don't have a choice.
Mike is strangely
I
mandated to
really
watch
don't.
that. No, yeah, as if it's his job.
Are the Hossmen going to watch it?
Is there going to be a Hossman Rumble in the Desert pay-per-view
No, you
party?
get together for a
Yes.
lunch on a Thursday afternoon.
Yeah. What does a Hossman brunch look like?
A lot of alcohol.
Pizza. That's what it is.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Booze,
Yeah.
pizza, and you know what? Some eggs. Everyone likes eggs.
I don't like eggs.
What?
I just
Yeah.
don't like
Yeah.
eggs.
What the hell is wrong with you?
There's a lot wrong with me. How much time do we
There's now
There's a
dissension
lot
in the
wrong.
ranks.
How much time do we got?
Over eggs.
It's okay if we got chicken wings, though. It's okay if we got chicken wings, though.
I'll fuck up some chicken wings.
All right, so we'll agree on some
All
chicken
right, we
wings.
just have to get a later evolution of the egg.
There's
Yeah,
speaking of chicken wings. Before we get back, there's a little place called Dad's. I want to take you all to in Monroeville.
Oh, you paying?
It's delicious. Dad's is delicious.
You're paying?
Wait a minute. Wait,
Are you
where?
really gonna pay?
Wait, where is it at? Where's it at in Monroeville? Because I think I've been there before. Is it
All
right?
right,
Is it right
Dad's
across McDonald's?
Yes.
I've been there before.
Did you get the Calvo style wings?
No, I got like some kind of sandwich.
Well, you got to get the Calvo style wings, brother. It's delicious.
Do we have a new sponsor? Are you sponsored by him, Ronnie?
I go there enough, so it's
Okay.
possible.
Work on that.
We're gonna have to put that in the schedule though. I'm always down for some wings.
Definitely, brother.
And if hoagie is what you're looking for, I strongly recommend Fat Cat Subs.
Wait, what do you have a card here? What are you doing?
I'm trying to get a sponsorship
You did not clear
deal.
this with legal.
Yeah, that is not okay.
Trying to get a sponsorship.
It's not like
over here.
it's not like I'm pulling my Redman. I'll be like, hey Redman, can you please sponsor my?
No, you did
chewing
it.
tobacco.
Wait a
You
minute.
did it on the pre-show.
Shut up, Judo.
Look, if I start throwing condoms out into the entrance, like when I do my entrance, can I get sponsored by Trojan or
Dude,
something?
that actually would be very good.
Wasn't there
Pornhub?
someone that was sponsored by Durex?
It doesn't surprise me.
I think that there was someone. I think at the Black Label show I went to, dude came out and I think his rash guard was Durex sponsored.
That's great.
Really? Well, Joey Ryan was Pornhub's official
Yeah.
spokesman, wasn't it?
I think something along
like
them
sports
He was like
spokesperson.
Pornhub's favorite wrestler. Or
So
something
you're
like
telling
that.
me there's a chance?
lines. Yes.
Yes, there is. Like I said, there is a
It's pro
strange.
wrestling. There's literally a chance for everything.
There is strangely a lot of pro wrestling that's very familiar on there.
All right. Well, anyways, getting
We
off of like
advertise
Pornhub,
wrestling.
any tobacco product out there, like want to sponsor, especially Redman. I do have a chewing tobacco problem.
Well, it's only a problem if you admit it's a problem.
It's a problem.
All right,
It's a
so,
problem.
So I just want to make sure to recap here, Sorgan. You can switch along with me. Tobacco,
Yes.
Tobacco.
tobacco,
Yes.
condoms. Not sure. Subs.
You forgot alcohol.
Wait.
Alcohol. Okay,
Alcohol.
excellent. Alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subs.
Yeah.
Subs.
Excellent.
We're good.
We got the whole sponsorship package for you guys.
It's literally everything anyone would ever need.
Those are your 4 basic food groups.
Yeah.
But what we need to do is we need to find a place that sells all 4.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes.
It's wait.
Wait, isn't that
Wait.
just
How do
Walmart?
condoms just? Yeah, it's Walmart.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about Walmart?
It's Walmart in certain states. No, it's Walmart's not in Pennsylvania, basically.
Youngstown Walmart.
Youngstown Walmart, come at us. We'll put you in touch. What the hell?
I can see it now. Next year's Super Bowl commercial, it's gonna be like Bill and Ted, Lego Movie, the Hossmen, all pulling up to
Yes.
Walmart.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Absolutely. Somebody out there make it happen. Absolutely.
All right, sirs, here's your Shaw condoms, subs, and alcohol.
Yes.
Go in health.
It's like the new equivalent of pulling up on the checkout line with just a box of condoms and bananas and just like let the people's imagination go.
We used to play a fun game up here when I was in high school.
Oh boy.
It was called Grab 3 Items.
Oh.
Yes, I love grab 3 items.
You go to Walmart late at night, you grab the 3 most random items you can think of, and the other 3 people would stand and watch and gauge the reaction of the cashier. By the way, Vaseline, always a winner. Doesn't matter what else you get. Vaseline, always a winner.
Rope and duct tape is also a winner.
No, but
I was
that's
thinking more of
too-
ropes,
that's too
but whatever.
specific. That's too specific. You need like Vaseline, a pair of scissors, and a giant stuffed animal.
Oh.
Bleach, a shovel, and hefty garbage bags.
Again, too specific. You need to let. You have to be able to see the gears turn in their head, not just, oh, that person's going to kill someone. Like, why does that person have a rubber hose and charcoal?
You gotta let your freak flags fly, man.
Exactly. I mean, we don't kink shame here, but it's fine.
No, not at all. No. I mean, in fact, we embrace the kinks. And Tina is also very happy she has headphones and Junior is not around. But I hope your kids I hope you put the kids to bed. Reminder of this episode. Hey, I want to strangely go sort of on topic here. I was so this went around and I did watch a little bit of the Big Show, Broken Skull Ranch today, where this came from. The scene of the Big Show at Joe Manganiello's D&D party.
That was super cool, dude.
That is awesome, and I think there's a bunch of other celebs at this too, right? Like, what is this like something for YouTube or something?
Wasn't like
I
Brad
believe
Pitt
so.
there too, or something like that?
Brad Pitt was at a D&D.
Yeah, like there was a bunch of like random celebrities that were playing D&D.
Damn,
This is a like at least a monthly occurrence.
is it?
Like Joe Manganiello has tweeted about his affinity for D&D on various occasions.
What the hell?
He's
D&D's over
he's
right
having
now.
folks over to his wherever his mansion is
In
Hollywood,
Florida.
clearly.
I think it's
or
in
Florida,
Florida.
wherever the hell they are.
Yeah.
And they just have folks over, and it looks like just some.
Jeez.
It looks like
It's one thing
an
I always
award
wanted to
show
try.
in Joe Manganiello's den or wherever they're playing. So
What's that, Phil?
So it's one game I always wanted to try, but just never tried.
D&D.
We'll run it sometime.
You need a good game master. Game Master? No, Dungeon Master. Damn it. I'm thinking Captain N.
You can do it. It's fine.
So
I don't know what you're talking about.
what?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Bunch of goddamn nerds.
That's why I see
still
action
want-
figures
still want-
behind you, Ronnie.
Yeah. What's up
Yeah,
with what's up
yeah.
with that?
That's different. That's a different beast.
Wait, what is it?
Oh
What's
no,
up
no,
with
no,
the- wait.
Ronnie. What's behind you there,
What
buddy?
are those Nintendo movie action
That's,
figures? Wait, you literally have 4 foot soldiers,
Yes.
There's 5-foot soldiers.
5 foot soldiers.
Shredder, Baby Turtles, Splinter, and the movie Turtles. And there's a canister of ooze back here too.
Ronnie, that is
Jeez.
fucking amazing.
Oh, the cartoon turtles are here too.
Oh,
You
that
know
is
what- you
that
know
is
what,
great.
Ronnie,
You are my
just
new
go
favorite person.
Yeah.
Ronnie, just go fuck yourself.
No, I'm just fucking with you, Gito.
All right, fine. We're showing
But
off.
Ronnie's
Fine.
upper.
I have Lego Hogwarts next to me.
So here we go. Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody's showing their nerd dick.
Yeah.
I don't want to whip it out in public, but here's my nerd.
God. By the way,
Yeah.
I guess this is a soft.
That'll get me some bookings. Let me whip it.
Hey, you never know, man. You never
Hey,
know.
Lego death matches are a thing now. You don't know.
That is.
You know, honestly though, like stepping on like the 2-prong like little Legos, like that's horrible. I'd rather step on a thumbtack. Like
Yep.
whoever came up with that idea is just horrible. Like
I'm pretty sure every parent ever.
I'm not a parent and I've done it, but like Jesus Christ, like whoever came up with that was just horrible.
Yeah.
By the way, Joe Manganiello still needs to star in the biopic of Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yes.
I'm still throwing that out
Yes.
there in the world. He mentioned it like 7 years ago. He has a great Macho Man impression.
Mm-hmm.
Like it still needs to happen. And Sorg, we should clip this out and send it to him.
Jeez, somebody make a note. Somebody make it. Remind me later, Mike. I don't have a producer this week.
And Tina says dick measuring on WMS is an occasional thing.
Yes, it is. We do.
Except metaphorical. Metaphorical.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say like you haven't had Super Hentai on here yet, like.
Not this show, technically. No. I think we did have him
I
on
mean,
the
he
show.
is king of Hogstyle.
He
And, like
is.
just
He is.
This
I
is
do. I
literally-
still
You need
remember.
this up.
I still remember Super Hentai's MySpace page. It just had a picture of a condom as the background. So like a condom wrapper. Like,
that is great.
Yeah, I mean,
You have a
Well,
fascination.
Sorg,
with
he needs
hentai
to make
penis,
sure his
don't
page
you?
was protected.
Oh no, I'm not talking about his penis.
This
I mean,
is
it's
like
just
the
his
third
like
time you brought
acronym.
it up
But it's
tonight.
just his acronym. Like it's such a good acronym. Like King of Hogstyle. Like
he doesn't get announced as that though.
yes, he does.
Does he? Where?
Yeah, 2PW.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Like he should.
Wait, for real?
Yes.
I never noticed that
Paid
before.
attention.
Papa Judo, you're over there.
I got nothing to do with it.
So it at least happened on one show. I'm telling you, I'm not losing my shit, guys.
Go find it.
I
Go
don't think-
go give me a link over in the Indie Wrestling Network. By the way, you can go check out if Super Hentai has been announced as King of Hog Style over at IndieWrestling.network, IndieWrestling.us, where all the great Prospect Pro Wrestling shows are exclusively, as well as Renegade Wrestling Alliance, Rise Wrestling with a Y, and Black Diamond Wrestling, and so much more. Breakfast with Champions. Somebody, John Roden says, Hentai's hog for the Hossmen. You can induct him. I'm sure it'll dress up real nice. But you
How
can
great
check.
that'd be having hentai in the Hossman.
Jeez. You could check out all that, including the inception of the Hossmen themselves over there at Indie Wrestling Network, IndieWrestling.us, and a lot of great content from around the Pittsburgh, West Virginia, Erie, Cleveland areas. On VOD, on network subscription. Get your 7-day free trial to the network over there at Indie Wrestling Network. Also, free stuff. There's a free stuff section. If you go under browse, somebody... Caller, turn down your radio. Was that me?
I think it's that voice in your head, Sorg.
But no, there is a...
Oh, there's a voice in your head?
Hey. But there is a free section over there. So we have multiple shows, including the first Prospect Pro Wrestling show and a few other select titles. Right now, limited time, the entirety of the first WrestleRex show is on there in support of our friends over there having their show coming back to Pittsburgh this Thursday. which I think is going to have Matt Seidel featured actually. So go check those out. Lucha Fiesta that happened across the street, a part of that, and a lot of other great content and original content exclusive to the Indy Wrestling Network. And including some stuff that we just kind of greenlit for some pilots coming up here too. They hope to announce if those go well. So we are continuing to create some stuff. And there's going to be more refs with Rigatoni coming up on there too. So, yes. So go check that out. Thanks a lot.
What a smooth transition.
You like that?
Good on you.
Yeah, so
I
smooth.
might have been doing this for 702 episodes.
This is baby's ass smooth right there.
They don't always go that great. So, speaking of smooth, the Hossmen here. For those uninitiated, and we've had you guys, a couple of you guys over on the Indy Mayhem show before, but many of you guys, one of the guys out there, like I'm seeing names from all over the country in our Mayhem Nation. Can you guys explain what is the Hossmen?
Well, at 2PW, Marshall, back in September, we did a Survivor Series tag team match, and Marshall Gambino got on the mic and said something to the effect of, we don't always get the opportunities at some places, but help me out, guys.
Tyler wants to take a very nice theatrical approach. Here's the essence of the Hossmen. We're 4 giant dudes. We kick all the ass and drink all the booze.
Okay.
I like that summary, Judo.
I was trying to be like the whole the metamorphosis of the 4 Hossmen.
He wanted to be all
Yeah,
sweet.
you're all
He wanted to be all
backstory.
sweet about it.
Look,
Get to the meat, Tyler.
Okay, we drink and we just drink.
We're the big badass guys who kick ass.
Yeah.
That's who we are. The 4 Hossmen.
We got the sexy fireman. He's, especially this upcoming Saturday at 2PW's Once in a Leap Year. Yeah, I can plug things too.
Hey.
From what I've heard, sexy fireman is there to clap cheeks and beat some freaks.
Yeah.
That's what I hear he's there for.
That's a T-shirt.
Yeah, definitely put it on.
That's a T-shirt to wear home for Easter.
Oh yeah.
So
I really hope my mom doesn't watch this. If you are, I'm sorry.
excellent. Country Hammer, this is your first time on the show.
Yes, sir.
I don't think Phil's been talking the whole time, but
Sorry, I like to talk, guys. I apologize.
I see you're the spokesman tonight.
Sorry.
So, Country Hammer, you've been doing a lot of stuff. You were involved in a horrific last man standing match, for instance, this year. What's the Country Hammer about?
Just like I said about the Hossmen, big man who loves to beat ass. I like doing the hardcore gimmick stuff, as you've obviously seen in the last man standing
lot
match.
of bloody Jamie Jamison pictures.
That is my deal. That's what I like. My family necessarily doesn't like it. My fiance doesn't like it, but that's what I'm about. I'm looking for more hardcore, ultra-violent death matches in the near future.
Wait, hardcore ultra-violent?
Ultra-violent death matches. That's what I'm looking to get into in 2020.
Really?
Okay.
Really? Whoa.
Who were you watching when you were growing up that put these thoughts into your head that you had to
Who
be?
influenced you in these?
What wrestler put these terrible thoughts into your
Have
head?
you been hanging with G-Raver?
No, I have not, but that is a guy I would love to work. I would love to work G-Raver.
I would say I agree with that.
Yeah.
Debbie.
Yeah.
I just don't want to have to clean up after it.
But really, what started it all was just watching backyard wrestling when I was real young and getting into backyard wrestling myself. I did the crazy stuff in the yard. That's just been my deal for a very long time. But as you asked about who I watched, Nick Gage, Matt Tremont, all them guys.
Hey,
Matt
Tremont's a friend of the show, by the way.
Is he?
Cool. Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'd love to work Matt Tremont, Nick Gage, Atticus Coger's getting into it. That's pretty sick. I'd love to get into that.
Excellent. So Jamie, I got to call you out here because I know you have been tweeting, you've been Instagramming about you've been losing some weight here.
Yes, sir.
Are you concerned about your new svelte physique will disqualify you from the Hossmen?
No, I'm going to be starting to bulk back up. I'm looking to build more muscle this time around than fat.
Okay. This is just a transitional.
Right.
So just a little country mallet phase before we get back to country hammer.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
That's the second time I heard that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Damn it! I thought I was being original.
Nope.
So no, we saw you, of course, at the last 2PW show against Corbin Bourne. Also, really talented guy. First time I've seen him in action, other than a tag match, I think, a few months ago. So looking forward to see you guys' tag match this weekend involving him, and I believe Remy's coming back, isn't he?
Yes.
So, so tell me a little bit. So what do we got to expect this weekend? You guys are all involved in matches going on here. Let's say you have a tag match. You guys have a tag match going on.
Yep.
So, tell me a little bit about that background with Corbin.
Well, originally it all started through Facebook. I seen him. He was picking on Dan Hooven, so I decided to add my way into there, and then that transitioned into a whole nother story. Me and him were going back and forth. I've kept my eye on Corbin since he started training at the IWCA, and I don't know why. I kind of liked him, but just seeing the paths he's been going with the culmination, not a big fan anymore. Getting to grab a little bit of heat back and forth on Facebook, like I said. He stepped foot into my house, 2PW. It's the wrong move. Stepping into my house. Obviously, he learned that lesson because I dropped him on his head, and he ended up backing out and being a little coward. That's leading on to me and Tyler here.
We're doing a lot of tape study for this match, right?
Yeah.
We've watched a lot of Jeepers Creepers and The Grudge trying to get in their mind. We listened to a lot of like mid-2000s rock, like A Day to Remember and stuff like that, trying to see what makes them tick. We're ready for them.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah, we even stepped foot into Hot Topic once.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, man, you're getting crazy there, bro.
Yeah,
you're pushing them barriers, man. You don't want to go down that path yourself, man. Like, you're going to get me worried.
They got to get ready for us. They got to go to CC's or something like that.
Yeah, make sure the Crow is on that playlist. Yeah. Don't go too deep down that hole, though. Gets you in trouble.
Oof. I'm just waiting for Sexy Fireman and the distressed skinny jeans. Them Hot Topic specials.
It'll be a cold day in hell before I wear skinny jeans.
Man, too bad it's not the Jinko era, isn't it?
Oh, good old Jinko jeans.
Yeah, I swear I saw somebody walking down the street in Jinko jeans. I'm like, what year is this? Wait, Papa Judo's got his hand up back there. You still have Jinko jeans?
Didn't they bring them back recently?
Are they back? Are they back? Let's just all wear Jinko jeans to the show.
I mean, the site is still active. You can still go and get them.
I'm going on Amazon right now to look.
He's going to Amazon right now.
I'm just waiting. I know someone WrestleMania is going to be wearing them and pull like a Jinko Kanana or something like that.
Oh my God, they're back. Everybody's going to be start dressing like the Hardy Boys again on the Indies. I mean,
like if Orange Cassidy put on Jinko jeans, he would just be the legs.
Absolutely.
Like, you see his hands sticking up out of the top of them to go in the pocket.
Oh, they're back. They are back.
They're back, and they're coming to Ronnie's home.
Oh, I'm not buying those fucking things.
That's why.
Buy them.
They're expensive, man. They're like $200.
Right, because it's a lot of jean.
It's a lot of fabric.
It's a lot of fabric. I mean,
you know how much denim has to die so you can have those?
Yes. They gotta kill a whole denim cow.
They're the official pants of the Super Mario Brothers.
The official pants of the Super Mario Brothers.
Hey, you know why, Sorg?
There's
so much denim.
Why? Damn it.
Why have you done
Damn it.
this?
All right. Hey, I'm gonna try. I got a big question. I know we're not doing a big question as much, but I have a big question of sorts for the Hossmen because the obvious influences. You guys throw up the 4 sign, of course.
Yes.
But there was a hot take that I heard about as we talk about our good friends at Slice on Broadway. I think this is going to be official because they always bring a subject to me every week when we go pick up our pizza for the show, and it's usually about wrestling, and I kind of want to bring that conversation up. So apparently today, Mark Madden, if you guys aren't from the area here in Pittsburgh, Mark Madden is still on our Drive Home Radio on the X. Yes, Mark Madden, that was the announcer back in WCW. in the dying days of WCW. It's true. It's true. It's not a slight on his position there.
There were still good matches, though.
Yeah, and I
There
got
were
a
still
lot, I got a lot of
great
respect
matches.
for Mark. We worked with him on a few projects and in wrestling projects, and he's always a super good for that. But he's got his hot takes. And our friends at Slice on Broadway, go check them out, sliceonbroadway.com, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza, 4 locations, and looking, I presume, looking to expand. So if you got a Broadway in your town, hit them up, PGH_Slice on the Twitter. But he's letting me know, apparently Mark Madden was on there talking about how this is a statement as I was told. I have not verified this, but I think it's 109DX, isn't it? No,
105.
105DX.
Yeah, you got it.
This is how long I've listened to radio. It's been a while. Everybody should just be listening to great podcasts like the Wrestling Mayhem Show and other fine Sorgatron Media products. But he had a hot take that Ric Flair is the best athlete of all time.
Oh,
Best athlete of all
Flair
time.
was the best athlete in the Horsemen.
Okay.
Ooh.
Response. Idea given and expand upon that. Apparently, to have done the matches he's done and to be good at all those matches that he's done, he is the best athlete. Now, I have to take issue with this because you're putting him next to MMA fighters, baseball, basketball, football. Pick anything from the Olympics. So I think he is one of the best wrestlers, one of the best athletes in wrestling.
Yeah.
But it's not all just about athletics.
I was gonna say, are you sure he wasn't like specifying just in wrestling, or is he talking? Or was the comment like the best athlete?
Yeah,
The
like
comment-
in general.
The
like,
comment is apparently Ric Flair, as I am told, best athlete, period.
This is going to require a thinking drink.
A thinking drink? What do you,
Oh,
jeez. That is a
Jesus.
big bottle of Jack right there.
You can keep that over there, Judo.
Damn, homie. Jeez.
1982, everyone.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
What kind of like okay? What made Flair great wasn't his athleticism though.
No, not at all.
No.
It was like
he could go.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, it
absolutely.
almost seems like it's silly to even kind of like you don't have to prop up Flair like that.
Yeah.
Because Flair is charisma and promos and psychology and all that other stuff.
See, that's what gets me on Flair. Like, nothing against like his in-ring skills at all, but like the thing that got me so intrigued with Flair is how he would talk and like draw you in the promos. Like, just his mic skills were just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like one of the best ones, like even now, but like back then in that era was just on top of the game.
Yeah,
with the
what
promos.
what Phil's saying is pretty much 100%. Athleticism, on the other hand, I don't think he's the top athlete in the world.
Yeah.
That's just the truth.
Well, there you go.
Like you can't even name me an iteration of the Horseman where he was the best athlete in the Horseman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
Like that's just like I'm thinking of all the iterations of the Horseman, and there was always like either like oh god, and now I'm blanking on names. But there was always like a Dean Malenko. Way better at. Like even Mongo. I'm gonna say Mongo's a better athlete than Ric Flair was.
Oh my God! There it is.
I'm gonna say it.
That's hot take.
Oh,
That's
I'm
what we
gonna say
need.
it.
Mongo was hot garbage, man.
Dave Say's not even the best athlete in his family. That's true.
Ooh.
Oh,
man.
Whoa.
You know that I can get behind. I can get behind that take.
There's some merit to that.
There is some merit to that take.
yeah.
Wait, what was said?
That Ric Flair isn't even the best athlete in his own family.
Yeah.
Charlotte's the best athlete in that family.
Oh, by
Like Rick
yeah.
even says Charlotte's a way better athlete than he was.
yeah.
Way better athlete, but perform like promos and stuff wise though. Like, I gotta give it to Rick though. Like, don't get me wrong.
Right,
like,
right,
that
right,
girl
right.
can do crazy stuff.
And she is great. And she has about like 70% of his storytelling acumen
Yeah.
and like 150% of his physicality.
Yeah.
Is Charlotte
Yeah.
is the chemical formula of Charlotte Flair.
No, are we gonna
Absolutely.
do Scott Steiner math for Charlotte Flair's athletic ability?
Oh.
I think I
See,
just did.
normally-
Oh, yeah,
I think I just
Sorg
did. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I mean, the great thing about Charlotte is that she's still improving.
Yeah.
Like, she's not close to a finished product
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
So how quickly can she acquire that skill and get close to
How
where her
many-
father was when it came to all those intangibles?
How many years-
And still retain enough
Right.
athleticism that she could be having like the greatest women matches. Period.
Like
she's
where
ever
was
seen.
Flair this far into his career? Where she's at right now, right? Like, and again, the platforms are much different. You have to draw comparisons between WrestleMania, WWE Network era. She's had 10 championships already versus that area. You can't go by that number, but still just relative popularity in the wrestling as it existed in that era. Oh, you're looking this up now, aren't you? You're looking up the
You
Ric
see, this
Flair.
is tricky though because Charlotte started late.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
All right. So
But-
even though I just looked it
okay,
up, looked
okay.
it up. I'm sorry, girls. She's 33 years old. Okay.
Sorry,
Now we're gonna
girls.
find out what Slick Rick was up to when he was 33. All right.
Okay. I would more go just by you started training this year,
Yeah.
or you started
more fair,
officially,
but-
or you debuted this year. This is how many years in Flair is, or Charlotte is. How many years in? 5 years for Charlotte? Does that seem about right for active?
Now you're pulling Steiner
Yeah, we're
math
about
on me
5
right
years
now.
33 and third.
We're gonna go get the whiteboard on the
think
break
Rick
and figure
around
this
33.
out. Yeah.
I think Rick at 33. That was around his feud with Sting.
Really?
Yeah, Surfer Sting.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Because I think
See,
he
the
turned
numbers don't
71
lie.
today. So go back about 40 years. That's roughly.
And Mike is the engineer of the group, so I'm going to
Is
believe his
fact.
math. Yes,
That is
yes.
a
You
fact.
are I believe, the only one in this room with an engineering degree.
But the real question is is she ever gonna outlive his shadow though? That's the thing. You can compare what they're at.
She has.
If she stops trying to be him,
See, that's what gets me.
Okay.
She's
okay.
always gonna try to be like her father, though. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Well, as long as she's in WWE, she will.
Yeah.
She will always be Charlotte Flair and not just Charlotte.
Yeah.
Always. And she has no reason to leave
Very
at this
true.
point
Very
because
true.
she's kind of the John Cena of the women's division at this point.
no, she's the Roman
Yeah.
Reigns.
The Roman Reigns.
She's the
Roman
Roman
Reigns.
Reigns.
Well, Roman's kind of the John Cena of this era, so
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think.
that's a hot take.
Whoa, no, really,
So, I
really, you don't see
I
that?
don't know. I agree
Nobody?
with Sorg Judo. I
I'm
agree.
pretty sure.
Dude.
don't know. People
I'm
actually
Pretty sure
like
John
Cena at the
Cena's still
start
the
of
John
things.
Cena of this era.
We liked Roman at the start of things.
Yeah.
Not after the Shield split.
There was possibility.
All they did with Roman was take everything cool that was in the Shield and put it onto one guy. He was just the last guy from the Shield at that point.
Right.
Here we go.
Get the
All right.
popcorn ready,
Ooh,
guys.
it's getting hot in here now.
It's getting warm.
Whoa.
All right. Here, I'm gonna help Mike with his algebra here. Charlotte's 7 years in. When Rick was 7 years in, it was 1979. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So we're gonna see
Okay,
what Rick was up to.
When was the plane crash?
No,
I'm
but
working
I
on
thought
it.
I thought we were doing ages.
Come on, research.
No, I was initially gonna do it with ages, but I don't think that's a fair comparison
No,
because
'cause she's
Charlotte
so
got a
silly.
late start.
Okay.
So we're gonna see how Rick
Age
where
of
Rick
career.
was 7 years in since Charlotte's 7 years in right
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. Because she had done zero towards wrestling until she started training.
Yeah.
With
now. That's right.
the WWE FCW.
Yeah, but even with the 7 years in though, you got to look at how vastly different the wrestling is.
And I consider that. I would consider that.
Cause it changed so much since what'd you say 1979 compared to
Yeah,
7 years in
and
now.
Rick was not yet a world champion in 79. He didn't win his first world title until 83. Oh no, 81.
Okay.
All the
okay.
old timers are screaming at me right now.
So he,
Goddamn whippersnapper.
Don't you
remember
George
Hackenschmidt?
you're not getting invited to the Cauliflower Alley Club. Sorry.
Dang it.
Now I'm not getting invited. Damn it. Thanks, Matt.
Hey, Judo, you should turn
Yeah,
off my
yeah. So I guess
volume.
the point is, I mean, obviously it's very different now than it was back then.
Yeah.
It was a long road to hoe to make it all the way, to the top of the card. But if Charlotte can continue, and that's another question too. Like, probably not a fair thing to say. I might get killed for this, but female women performers in WWE Sorg do not last a long time.
No.
They seem to transition out very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm
I mean,
sending
if Charlotte
all kinds of
stays and
terrible messages now.
has
do
a
that.
very long career,
Don't do that.
then who knows
Also,
what she can do.
The Ric Flair plane crash was in '75.
Okay, so we're well past the plane crash.
And that adds, that adds to
So, I
it.
mean, even if you add a year, he still hadn't been.
Listen, if Ric Flair didn't have a plane crash where he broke his back, maybe he can do the reverse bridge figure 8 thing that Charlotte did too. Maybe it was his idea.
I really doubt that.
Maybe it was his idea. You don't know how flexible he would have been.
But then you also got to remember too, would Charlotte have got anywhere that she has without his name?
No.
Right.
She wouldn't even be in the business.
But
She was like a volleyball player and a basketball player.
but
I feel like she would have got into it because she went without like just Charlotte.
if she was just a name and not really performing very well, she'd just be Natty Neidhart.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorg's exactly right.
Sorry, Natty.
Yeah. Hey, she does at least got like a decent discus.
Okay.
I like Natty
Yeah.
Neidhart.
Yeah, I mean, so do I.
Yeah.
I think she wrestles fairly well.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good. I mean, she's good at just stories and stuff. Just doesn't really.
I mean, you ever I feel like, I mean, for one thing, Natty's been around for a long time. But
Yes.
another thing too, you've ever seen like some of the stuff she was able to do when she was even younger?
Mhm.
When she would, I've seen clips of her chain wrestling like fast, like really, like as fast as any wrestler you've ever seen. Just transitioning from
I'm not
different
saying
moves
on
and stuff
Billy.
like
I'm
that.
just saying success and everything. I mean, she's not getting the WWE train behind her, and she's maybe not as crazy good as Charlotte is.
Oh, here we go.
Oh god, Jamie's drinking
Oh, here
now.
we go.
Hossmen
Here
are
we go.
Oh,
Hossmen are rolling.
and we've driven him
Oh,
to
here we go.
drink.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, on that note, now that we've severely riled the internet,
Throw Natty under the bus.
sorry. We are going to take a quick break. You're going to hear from Dutters on the line here, and we will be back, and we're going to have the Hossmen Mania edition of Mayhem Mania, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah?
all four.
All right, we'll be right back after this, guys. All right, break time.
So Matt, who
Who's the fifth?
Brandon, he already sent in his move.
Brandon.
Oh no! Oh
We pissed
god
off the internet?
damn it!
Sorry, Mike.
I can
what's happening
I
right
can
now?
already tell Brandon fucked up my.
Take a piss if you need. Mayhem Mania. Don't worry, he'll explain the rules.
Oh, don't worry, it's very simple.
Maybe have additional. Everybody's getting pizza.
Gotta figure out who's who. Judo?
Judo jump.
What?
So wait, did I plug the show on the show, Ronnie? Did I officially plug your show?
No, not yet.
Damn it, I was leaning into it and I didn't execute. I'm sorry about that.
I'll bring it up when we're signing
That
out.
was it, Ronnie and Tyler's Excellent Adventure, right?
Most excellent toy adventures.
Most Excellent Toy Adventure.
I need something to make me a logo that looks like the Bill and Ted logo.
Alex.
Ronnie, either contact Garza or
Alex
contact our buddy Jesse.
or Jesse. We have
Can
lots of
somebody
options.
Can somebody get me Jesse's information?
Jesse THF on Twitter.
All right, Jesse.
THF,
All right.
because he's the one that made me my shirts from my EFED wrestler.
All right. So Jesse THF.
Wait, you commissioned art for your? Oh, that's right. You told me about the t-shirt.
Yeah, I
before.
have 2 different shirts.
Yeah.
I wore one to WrestleMania because I am a mark.
You can probably so there's that, but I think the more fun thing is if you wear your EFED shirt to an indie show, and somebody just wants to know wait, is the EFED, was it for the Fed or the character in the Fed?
It was for my character,
For your character.
Mike Adams.
Okay. Well,
Is
it would
it
be great.
the American Dadass Jesse Long?
That's him.
There you go.
It could be. It could be. I'm sorry, I got lost on the messages again. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say.
Whenever I go to an indie show, he also made this one design where it's just indie wrestling, but in the font of Indiana Jones.
I've seen one of those around.
That's his.
Is that his? Okay.
That is his. Like I'm sure someone else also did it, but that's where I got my shirt from.
So here's confession. I'm getting really self-conscious that I'm spelling indie wrestling the wrong way this entire time.
How have you been spelling it?
It's Indie, Indie.
Nope, INDY.
You have branded it with a Y, Sorg. You have got to hold fast.
Yeah.
to this
Wait,
forever.
Have I been spelling indie
And if
wrestling
people
wrong?
give you shit, you just say, "Hey, we misspelled it
Yeah, you
because we
have
want
been-
attention." We're like Led Zeppelin.
What did
You know?
What did I put on Twitter? What the fuck did I?
But one shirt I need to
I
get from
did
him at
spell
some
wrong.
point. One shirt I need to get from him at some point. He made me a graphic for a shirt I wanted to wear to WrestleMania in New Orleans, but I forgot about it. It was a take on the Shinsuke Nakamura shirt. And it's Michael Mizanin, King of Safe Style.
That's
Nice.
Yes.
cool. Team Hammer Fist and Jesse just follow me back on the Twitter machine.
There you go.
Excellent. There we go.
Oh, I need to touch base with them. So here's my Florida update. I've contacted 2 people. One of them currently living in Florida that might have been a recent transplant from up here. And everybody has suggested comic shops in Orlando.
Ooh. Go to Gods and Monsters.
That was suggested. Was that the one with the bar in the back?
Yes.
Yes. Our friend Chris Whitlatch actually recommended that one.
It's a very good place.
And the one, let me see the because I hit Shima up and asked him since he's I'm like, hey, what's new and exciting? other than being on 205 Live every week.
Oh, and Sorg. Also, you should look into. I'll get you the name of the place.
Mm-hmm.
But, I believe after every NXT taping, they have a post NXT party.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you can go try to hassle Bobby Fish for your money.
Well,
And
no,
say
you
and
can
say
do
hi
that
to Grandma NXT.
I did not think about the possibility of running into him again. Nah, in my mind, it's not happening. It's like going to a W.
Sorgatron? I watch you every week.
There's about a 78.8% chance you're gonna run into him.
I mean, it's Orlando. Who knows who you run into? No. So here's what I got. I got. Let's see. Downtown's good for a night. Also, remember, like I have a day, and then I have to drive 2 hours to my hotel room for work afterwards. So, Sushi Eat Station. It's like Chipotle but with poke.
What?
Yes.
So it's
Gringos Locos Tacos.
Gringos Locos Tacos.
I highly suggest it. It's in downtown Orlando.
Downtown.
Their burritos are the tits, and they have their queso and their homemade guac, and they make their own chips. And I highly suggest it.
Loco
Taco.
Loco Taco. I also appreciate that Tina was at the Voodoo Donuts that I was at a couple years ago.
Oh, Voodoo Donuts in
Portland.
There's one in Orlando now at
Ooh.
Universal Studios.
Is it the same? Wait, it's not the same thing, is it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh,
Same people.
can't be.
There's somewhere else I want you to go eat in Orlando. I gotta think about it.
I may have 3 meals in Orlando.
Yep, definitely go to Gringos. You'll thank me later.
Okay. I like me a good taco.
Oh, they're so good, dude.
I've already encountered chicken polo down there because I came through Tampa. Do I go to the Hulk Hogan Beach Shop in Orlando?
No, pass.
I'm feeling no. I've been to the Clearwater one.
Unless you're going there to burn it down.
No.
Hulk Hogan does not deserve any of your money, time, or attention.
You know, when it comes crashing down, Sword, what are you gonna do?
It hurts
you know?
inside.
Yeah.
You gotta take a stand to not be a fucking racist.
That wasn't where I thought you were gonna go with that at all.
That's usually
serious.
where he goes.
If you recontextualize all of Hulk Hogan's promos, but replace the word brother with a different word, oh god, it's unsettling.
That's a really in-depth exercise.
Yep. Because you know that's what he wants to say.
Oh no. Killing my childhood, sir.
We're coming for you, brother.
Brother.
That's my favorite promo of all time. I don't care what anybody says.
I can still. I watched I was watching the Kane Broken
These
Skull.
are actually great sunglasses. I need to start wearing
I love
them
this. I love your Macho Man sunglasses.
Oh yeah!
Did you guys watch? Somebody posted this really bad promo that Jerry the King Lawler did on Facebook.
That's not specific enough.
Well, no, he called Dustin Goldust a flaming effer.
Yep.
And I was like, God damn.
Yeah. Oh,
they got away with that.
King was always terrible.
I was like, wow, man. Like
He was always a garbage person.
I'm surprised he had a job after that. Because I was
I'm
like,
not. It was the 90s.
It was yeah.
Do you ever look back in the 90s and be like, wow, they got away with a lot of shit they shouldn't have got away with?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
The 80s
Some
were
might
rough
say
too.
I even get paid for it.
80s were rough too.
Yeah.
There was some stuff.
Yeah, we grew up in some hard times, man.
Ronnie.
That was not intended as fun.
Wow.
No.
Ronnie, no, we did not. No, we did not.
Yo, we white middle class kids in America, we okay.
Ronnie,
we probably okay.
Ronnie, no.
Did I
he
say
says
something I wasn't supposed to?
He says as he leans back in full view of his high-end Ninja Turtles figures.
Yeah. In full view of his movie perfect Ninja Turtle figures.
Yeah,
with 5-foot soldiers for no reason.
If I was to draw a picture of privilege.
Ronnie,
here's
have
a
they made a
spoiler
Casey
alert.
Jones?
They're doing a Casey Jones and a Raphael in a trench coat. It's gonna be a Walmart 2-pack exclusive.
Okay.
And
are you also going to buy a movie theater setting and write critters on there?
No, why the fuck would I write critters on?
Because
That
that's
was
the
the movie.
movie Raphael saw.
Oh, was
Man,
that
they
one?
come
Yeah.
up with this stuff.
Oh,
How do you not know this?
that was a long
God
time ago.
damn
Man,
it,
far, far
Ronnie.
away. I
Ronnie,
never watched
every
Critters.
time. Ronnie, every time you get a fact about that movie wrong, I'm taking one of your figures.
Did you see these?
You already gave me one, so.
Did you see these?
What are those the
You know,
cartoon
Ronnie,
ones?
Ronnie, I just fucking hate you.
What?
Ronnie, I'm not gonna say die in a fire, but fire.
Mike, I'll tell you what, Mike. If I die, I'll put my toys in my will for you. Okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
So wait till. So I'm bringing my my old toy bins in.
Are you bringing Ghostbusters? Or are you bringing your turtles?
Do you want turtles or go? I think I should bring one.
Do you have the firehouse?
Yes.
Bring your Ghostbusters.
Okay. All right. Do not.
And the firehouse.
Why did I try
you
to
know,
beat
and you know what's going to be fun? We're going to find out what slime looks like after 30 years.
Oh, do you have one that's unopened?
No, they're opened. They're opened.
Oh no, sorry,
we're
I'll tell you
playing
what
a
they're
game.
gonna look like.
I mean,
It's gonna be
It's
dry
very
out.
hard.
it's going to
They're gonna be
be.
very hard and very. But
Are we?
Sorg, you know what you should do? You should look online and see if there's a way to like melt them down so they can become slime again.
I think there is actually.
Yeah.
No.
Or you can just make new slime because the recipe's on the internet.
Well,
Now, are we going to do a live video and the podcast at the same time?
I don't know what your format is. I think kind of both.
Because we can do that, and then I'm gonna do like hunting videos. I don't know what Tyler's gonna do.
Toy hunting videos, not people hunting.
No, why would I hunt people?
I don't know. There's that one video going around. the internet.
Do I look crazy?
Have you not been getting those ads on the Facebook?
Oh yeah, I have.
And it's like there's just like two disturbing things happening. That hunt video, the hunt movie, and Bloomberg ads.
Is there a reason why Pornhub ads are showing up on my Facebook?
No, that
think you
means
answered your own question.
that.
Ronnie, just clear your browser history.
If
I'm
you're-
sure it'll be fine.
Just throw your computer in the trash. It has a
Ronnie,
problem.
Ronnie,
I'm
just,
joking. I'm not really
just
getting
search
Pornhub ads.
in incognito.
His computer doesn't have a problem.
No,
I mean-
I'm just joking. I don't know.
You've just
I
been
love it.
enjoying your computer too much.
You know.
Should have gone into incognito mode.
Yes, always incognito mode. Yes.
Yeah, I'm always
This fucking couch.
We need to
You guys all right over there?
Yeah, this couch is just fucked
All right. All
Dude,
right.
Yeah, always
Just a little
cognito
bit.
mode,
Are you
guys.
guys ready to predict the future of professional wrestling?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
man.
that is basically what this next segment is, and has been kind of successful at that.
All right.
I got this officially sponsored Slice on Broadway pizza.
Yeah,
I'm ready for anything.
I ate mine. It's fucking amazing. It was good.
Did you get them whole pizzas for all of them?
I wish.
It's the Hossmen.
I would have fucking destroyed a pizza.
with us.
There's no pizza eaten here.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
This is
Yes,
you guys
there
ever
is.
have Blaze
Why?
pizza?
How are you guys not doing like promos where like, Jamie's trying to keep on his diet, and you guys are just like, come on, man.
Just eat it.
Let's go. Let's go to this. Let's go to this pizza buffet.
You know what's some bullshit?
What?
Like we announced the 4 Hossmen, and I'm the only one that's still fat. All of them lost weight. That's some fucking bullshit.
Hey, I'm still fat just because I lost a couple pounds.
Tyler, you gotta stay on keto for more than 2 hours.
Sexy Fireman is the only one keeping it real, man.
I made it on keto for 7 days. That's about as long as I'm ever gonna go.
Keto diet?
7 days in a row. I made
So
it
with-
7 days in a row, and I just wanted to kill everyone all the time.
Tyler, I can't say nothing. Guys, I start keto Thursday, so I can't say anything.
There you go. There you
I
go.
start keto tomorrow. There's 6 of us doing keto.
So,
I just got off a keto Saturday, and I feel great.
Sexy Fireman comes in. He's all business. He just murderizes somebody, and we just say
It's the keto.
He's been on keto.
Fuck
He's
keto.
got that keto rage.
Keto rage, Jason Tyler.
Keto
Oh, we're
bombs are-
rebranding you. This is gonna be great.
Keto bombs are a real thing. You need to make.
How
them
many goddamn dips are you putting in, man? This is like the 3rd one I've seen.
Don't you fucking worry about it. You're sitting over there drinking your Jack Daniels. You leave me and my red man alone.
I've got this nice grape Kool-Aid spiked with Jack Daniels.
He's high as fuck on his.
Where did you get grape Kool-Aid?
It's in the fridge out there. I just
Your
kinda went for it.
refrigerator?
Why the fuck is there grape Kool-Aid in the fridge?
Oh,
I
it's
don't
strong
think-
grape Kool-Aid.
I don't know if that's ours.
I seen.
There's about a couple
What
of
if that's actually not grape Kool-Aid?
Did the cult leave that there?
You know, I might not be on keto, but at least I'm
It
drinking
might-
water.
It might
You may have
belong
a
to my
different podcast
landlord,
on our hands,
and I don't know what they're into.
I seen some Country Hammer moonshine in there.
Sorry,
yeah?
Reese's.
Reese's Country Hammer Moonshine.
What's that, Mike?
I was saying, was that the Kool-Aid that was left by the cult? Because this may turn into my favorite murder.
Well, there was that podcast we were recording, but
Guess I'll die.
Look, when it
I'll be
comes-
with you, Judo. It's all right.
When it comes to the occult, I'm all ears. I love that stuff.
what?
I do. I love like
Tyler
ghosts
loves
and
the
paranormal
occult
and-
in weird
Is it, is it
Okay.
is it from from all the studying, the tape study that we were talking about?
No,
No.
I love like that, like
Well, you did
studying
do.
that stuff. And
Well, you
stuff
did
like
do the
that.
paranormal investigation stuff you were telling me about.
When I was a kid, I saw Daniel Hooven on TV, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be like him.
True story.
Oh my god.
True
Yeah,
story.
Oh my
y'all
god.
know he's
Somebody
like that
please
in a-
save
in
that
a
clip.
pond, right?
Somebody was like, I want to be like Dan Hooven.
Just like Daniel Hooven saw Marshall Gambino in Japan when they went over there, and he wanted to be a wrestler. I saw Daniel Hooven on TV, on the Bio channel, hunting ghosts, and I said I want to be like Daniel Hooven. So,
Somebody put it on a t-shirt. I want to be like Dan.
He ain't lying about the whole Marshall Gambino down in Japan. I seen it myself.
Yeah, that.
What? In Japan?
Yep. Canon.
You seen the footage of him in Japan?
You know about it, Tyler.
Oh, what?
About Marshall Gambino down in Japan.
Did he really go to Japan?
Yes.
Yes, he actually wrestled in Japan.
Oh, shit.
Ronnie, we interviewed both of them on the show about the trip. Learn your lore.
I'm sorry, shit.
That is one thing on the bucket list, Judo. We have to get off by like 2022. We're going to Japan.
22, you're putting us on
Yeah,
a tight
Japan's on my
timetable for
bucket
this, man.
All right, 23. What do you want me to do? Like,
Well, I'm going with you guys if you're going.
All right,
I mean,
all
like
right, Ronnie,
now,
I'm perfectly cool with that, bro. As long as we go toy hunting in Japan for Jushin figures, I'm perfectly okay with
Dude,
that.
we're going to that
That's fine with me,
arcade
dude.
that has you
Go to that big
basically
wrestling
piloting
superstore,
actual
man.
Gundam.
That's what I'm saying, man.
It's
We gotta
gonna
go to
be
the
a
superstore.
Hossman good guys feud across Japan.
It's gonna take me like 4 fucking years to get off this couch. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
The quote of the night.
What we're saying.
Fuck y'all. 4 years to get off this couch. Come at me.
You guys are talking about 2 years.
What
in
we're
Japan.
saying is everybody has varying goals.
Yes.
You don't want to go to Japan, man. Like, Japan's the goal.
Or this couch.
I mean, I do love that couch.
It is a very comfy couch.
It is. Somebody did sleep on that couch today, actually.
By the way, what happened to this poor chair? The arm is just gone.
Did you break a chair again?
I don't know. One of those Brohemoth might have done something too. Yeah.
Oh no, my bad. It's only Tyler that breaks chairs.
Look, I don't want to talk about that story. Okay.
See, Jamie, I told you I would bring it up.
Wait.
We're not gonna
Jamie
talk
wasn't paying
about that
attention. He was
story.
on his phone again.
I know.
We can talk about different stories that does. I broke a sink once when I was drunk at the I was at the bar. And
Wait a minute.
Wait, was this
Who
not
the
your
fuck
own
starts
sink?
off a story of I was drunk one time and broke a fucking sink?
So I was in the bathroom of one of my establishments I like to frequent, and I was drunk off my ass, and my one friend comes up. And
Establishments.
Sword, yes. What's your question?
Establishments.
It was a legit bar. It wasn't like a strip club or a brothel like Judo's harem over there. But
what?
But But my one friend, he
boy.
thought it'd be funny to grab me and shake me by the shirt, and he shook me until he pushed me into the sink, and then I just fall through the sink, ceramic everywhere. They run out the fucking bathroom, and I'm just sitting there drunk off my ass, having the time of my life, like playing with the ceramic on the floor. And one of the guys comes in from the bar. He's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "I don't know."
And he claims he couldn't be a deathmatch guy.
Like,
Yeah.
And then I took the blame for it because I didn't want my friend to get in trouble.
Did you actually pay for the sink?
No, I didn't pay for the sink. I said I was leaning up against it, and I'm fat, and it broke. I didn't tell him that my friend put it through me, or put me through it, and he ended up confessing, so, you know.
Right.
Hossmen with the most reliable stories.
I got
Right.
I got a news story to come back to the show on that I just saw.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, this cannot be real life. All right.
Is it that good or that bad? So
These
you
two
gotta
things
No, it's
don't
that good.
mix
It's
well,
that good.
y'all.
It is. What was that?
That was Phil spitting.
You ass!
Sorry, I only did it to piss off Judo Sorg. I'm sorry.
You ass!
I always saw you as a swallower, not a spitter.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It is the Mayhem Show, and everybody's spitting mad. We are getting ready for Mayhem Mania, but I just saw a story come across my Twitter. Producer Missy and the Dudders were actually sharing this out, it looks like. And according to mandatory.com, as I scroll past all these ads, apparently an attorney for G-Raver over the Jim Cornette t-shirt issue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, yes.
The attorney for G-Raver files for a motion to dismiss the federal lawsuit by Jim Cornette to G-Raver.
Can I say who it is?
Do you want to? Hold on. Do you want to guess who the attorney is? Because apparently
I know who the attorney is. I know
yeah.
who it is.
Please let it be the gavel.
It
is
is
the gavel.
the gavel, David
Love
Lawless.
it. Love it.
'Cause, maybe you don't know from listening to his conversations on this show, but he is an actual lawyer.
Yeah, he is a shoot lawyer.
He is a
He's
shoot
very
lawyer.
good at it too.
He's a very good lawyer.
He will shoot on you.
He's yes.
It's literally the
And
greatest
he is
thing I've heard.
he is named. Oh jeez, and there's another familiar name in here too. So. Yeah, so he's named in this mandatory article, and that is for real, and he's making a motion, and this is in wrestling news. This is real life. Also, as I know Regina was saying multiple times as this was shared, about Mayor Bill Peduto was on WrestleZone for his appearance at KSWA.
Yeah, because he turned heel.
because
at KSW.
he turned
Yeah.
heel, and he's Bike Lane Bill.
Goddamn bike lanes. Goddamn bike lanes.
It was a great moment. Anyways.
I'm really sorry. I can't stop banging the table tonight.
It's okay. There's a lot
Problem.
going on. That's
I'm
fine.
working on it.
People know.
Hey, that's
this
how you
is-
take
But
out
I'm
your
still
anger.
only
It's
the
okay.
fifth most misbehaving person in this room right now.
the fifth most.
Because of the four Hossmen being here.
I mean,
The
Ja-
fifth.
Jamie
Jamie won't get off his fucking
won't-
phone.
Whoa! Damn
I'm off of it. I'm off of it.
It's still in your lap. You're gonna be right back on it.
Put it on the
As soon
table.
as
Put it
camera's
on the
off,
table.
It's gonna be right back.
Yep. Sorry, I bore you, Jamie.
First time on Wrestling Mayhem. Here he is.
Can't even
wonder
show
what's
sort
going
of like the appreciation that you want to be
Wonder
here.
what's going on the social
It's gonna be
media.
your last time.
I apologize. Okay.
Yeah, guys, I gotta look at my porn stars on Instagram.
Hey, I own the G-Raver shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
I own it.
Yes.
You know what I have,
I
Jamie?
am
You know what
very
I
sad
have?
about that.
I have the only Watch the World Burn G-Raver hoodie.
Really?
Ooh.
Yes, I do. Yeah, remember I traveled with him for like 8 years.
Isn't he also the one that
Man,
does all
there's-
your tattoos?
I
Yes.
feel bad for anybody out there that doesn't like mouth sounds listening to this podcast. Mainstream Matt, bring us home with Mayhem Mania.
Grow up. All right. All right.
Sorry, Matt. I'm only 20. You know,
You know what?
it's
You know what I like to say, Sorg? I'm gonna really take my time tonight to really explain this. Explain this as you would to a child.
Oh!
So it's
Wow.
layman terms. Okay, I got you. What do we got?
Okay.
What do we got?
Here we go. All right, this is a little game we play around this time of year. It's called Mayhem Mania.
Okay, let me take out my dip. Let me get serious.
It's kind of a competitive thought experiment, okay? The goal is we're trying to create the best WrestleMania card possible. We're trying to prove the maximum potential of the current talent at Vince McMahon's disposal right now. Not the crap he's going to give us in real life. We're trying to create something even better than that to kind of show him up, right? So what we've done, for starters here, we're working on like an 8-match card at this point, okay?
All right.
Each one of you will get a chance to make one single change to this existing 8-match card. You can either take one person out, bring in another person. You can take an entire match out, bring another match in with all new people. And, you can do, 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-way. You can get a little bit carried away. Don't try any, 25-man battle royals. That's too
that's
much.
boring
We can't
shit.
do that shit. All right. Or, 1-for-1 within the card, you can do something like that too. You can add, you want to make them 1-on-1, a 3-way, you can add another person or another team to this card. You can see what that. Yes, questions. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So can I make like a change that's like taking one person out of one match, putting in the other, and then putting somebody else in that spot where that gentleman was?
Yeah, for example, if you wanted to take Sorg's boy Elias out,
Yes.
you could just get rid of Elias, and you could be like, I want, Dan Hooven, and you could just drop Dan Hooven in there. But we're not going to do that because, we try to keep it to the.
No, I mean
Yeah.
say for example, say I take Elias out
Yeah.
and put Devlin there. Can I put somebody in Devlin's spot as well, or is that technically
If
two
you wanted to
turners?
do that, yeah, that would count as 2 moves. But what you could do, you could just take Devlin and Elias and have them switch places. You could just do it like
okay,
that,
okay,
and then you
okay,
kind of
okay.
leave a mess down there. But it's not your problem. Someone else's mess to clean up. So you don't have to worry about that. This is just 1 week. This is part of a process. This is like an 8-week, 9-week process. Sorg feels like 3 or 4 months, 5 years, something like that. It's been a long time. Anyway, so what we're gonna do in a moment, each one of you will get to do this, and like we say, anyone Vince McMahon can use, you can use. So I mean, there is an envelope that can be pushed a little bit, but don't go bringing in any like AEW or New Japan guys or anything like that. They're under contract to another company. Vince can't do it. You can't do it. But like I said, there is some flexibility there that you can work with. However, there are certain individuals that you cannot use because we have this little gimmick here, this wheel. This is we lovingly refer to this. Hold on.
So what you're telling me is I cannot use Judy Bagwell.
I'm not saying that. Is she alive?
Probably.
Oh yeah, we'd have to check and see if she has a pulse.
We'll have to check the pulse. This little wheel here we lovingly refer to as Space Jail. Every name that's in here has been locked away. Either through this process, we've awarded people the opportunity to send people through the Forbidden Portal into Space Jail. So you cannot use The Undertaker, Randy Orton,
Oh no, Miranda
Lacey
Keith.
Evans, WLC. That's not your problem because you don't have to worry about that till later. Bailey, Triple H, Ronda Rousey. Did I say that already?
No, you started with Undertaker.
Excellent. All right. But we do give people who are in Space Jail a chance to escape Space Jail. We spin this wheel one time every week. We are 3 times someone has escaped from Space Jail. 1 time Space Jail has remained secure. So already this year during Mayhem Mania, Sorg and everyone else. John Cena has escaped from space jail. Bobby Fish escaped from space jail.
Son of a bitch!
And Enzo Amore escaped from space jail. So that's kind of what the deal was doing. So anyway, let's get this over with real quick. We're going to spin the wheel. We're going to see if anyone escapes space jail tonight.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh!
No! Did it? Lacey Evans
has
escaped from space jail.
Wait, who?
Lacey Evans
It's not like anyone's
boy.
gonna poke her
has
anyway.
escaped from space jail. All right.
Yeah, we go and
All right,
see
that's
women's
great.
rights
So
on.
Lacey Evans
on
is
the
at your
media.
disposal
Whoa,
now. The rest of these
whoa,
folks,
whoa.
you can't use them. Sorry.
Oh, I know. I'm just joking with you.
I like it.
Guys,
I like Lacey
unfortunately, I believe Judy Bagwell has passed away.
Oh, pour one out for Judy
Well, that's
Bagwell.
poor to-
So I guess she's not going to be on a forklift after all.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's very sad. What puts a real damper on things? Anyway, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have 5 people here making moves.
Nope, keep it
Brandon
that way.
has already told me what his move is gonna be, and then we'll just
Nope,
go down
I'm
the
driving.
line. So we'll
I'm
go.
driving. Nope.
Brandon will go
Jamie, you
first,
can
and
take
then
Send it towards Sword. Send it
Yeah,
towards Sword.
yeah. Send
and
it
then
to
the
Sword.
order will play. I don't even think they're paying attention to me. This is like a kindergarten class.
Yeah,
Sorg.
they're passing
Tyler,
it
you're the
right
most
now. Yeah.
I'm not giving
Um,
up. Pass it that way.
Okay, actually, this may be a
Actually, you
different-
know what? I think I could use a drink now. Would you mind just like topping me off too? Just give me a little splash there.
Give Matt some of the
have
good.
you ever drank
don't-
in Mayhem Mania?
Just give me a little sip there. You know,
Guys,
we're in
wow.
that's enough. That's enough. I'm just a man.
An honorary Hossman right there. Look at it. Look at it. Yes.
Would you
Sorg,
just send
Sorg,
this
I know you
Sword's
need to
way,
top
there's no
off.
good way to
Matt,
get it
Matt
to
is
him.
the
I
tiniest
respect
Hossman.
you much more now.
Yes.
Well, I
yes.
respect you more than Phil because he wouldn't drink.
I'm driving,
Oh,
okay?
well,
I
yeah,
am
no,
too.
it's like that.
Well, I don't drink and drive. That's
Good.
the rule.
Now Sorg's gonna start
Sorg gotta
drinking.
drink.
Here we go. All right,
You
now
know what
it's on.
happens when this goes down.
I'm go- all right,
Oh
anyway,
boy. Oh boy.
like I was saying,
Kill
okay,
the
give you guys.
bottle.
Jamie, we don't need you breaking out the straw, okay? That's 82. All right. Good stuff.
I feel great now. I feel fine. This is great. Great night.
This is gonna be a great show.
So anyway, our first
Hossman, take
player,
over.
Brandon, he contacted me earlier today. He's one of our regulars, so I took his move. I'm gonna announce it here in a moment or two, and then we'll just go down the line. And it'll be Judo, and then it'll be Jamie, and then it'll be Sexy Fireman, and then it'll be Phil, and that'll be how things go. And now, Sorgi, I will recap the card as it stands right now. Are you ready?
Hold on, I'm almost ready.
Here we go.
There we go. There it
let
is.
me mention one more thing.
Oh, wait,
we even
wait.
got, whoa, we
These
got
are the-
match graphics too?
Yeah,
with
we
it?
got match graphics too.
Damn revenue.
Here's one part of the game.
Wait,
gets
thanks
involved.
to graphics are thanks to the WrestlingRevolution.com.
Antonio Garza. What a guy. He makes
Another
these
good
great
plug.
graphics. If a match survives 3 straight weeks, 3 straight rounds, without being altered in any way, it basically graduates and gets locked into like a super card, and then it opens up a slot, and we have more room to do it. We've already graduated one match, Sorg.
That's
Show it
right.
to them. Show the people.
There you go.
What is the Sky Pirates? Asuka, Io Shirai, and Kairi Sane versus Mia Yim, Kaylee Ray, and Tegan Knox.
Whoa, that'll be a
That
good one.
is the match that
Created by
graduated. So-
Tina Keys,
Created by Tina
Mother of
Keys.
Dragons.
Mother Dragon herself. All right, now here are the rest of the matches. These are the ones that you guys are going to get to mess with here tonight. First up, we've got, here we go, Walter versus Keith Lee, created by Mad Mike. We've got Finn Balor versus Kurt Angle, created by Ronnie Starks. Elias versus Shinsuke Nakamura, created by Sorgatron. Sam Roberts versus Pat McAfee, created by my wife. Bray Wyatt versus Nikki Cross, created by Ziggy Heim. And we have John Morrison versus Jordan Devlin versus Ricochet, created by Ronnie Starks again. And Edge versus Matt Riddle, created by Chad the Shad. And Sorg, I'm sorry, I forgot to add the last match graphic. We also have...
What?
I forgot to put the last match graphic in that article. I
Damn it.
apologize. Bianca Belair versus Jazz, created by Tina Keys last week. That's
Okay.
a badass match. Go
So
ahead.
wait a minute. I got a question. Is it like in their prime or like as is right
As
now?
they are
As
right
they
now.
are
Everyone
right
comes in their current physical, emotional, contractual, pharmacological, existential, everything. As they are right now is as they will be. So if someone gets suspended for 90 days, that does not apply to Samoa Joe. He'll be back within a week and a half of WrestleMania, Sorg. So
That's
he's
right.
still good to go.
That's right.
Although the concussion might be an issue.
Just in time
Anyway.
for that Andre Battle Royal.
Just in time to not do anything. All right. What are we gonna do here right now? Oh, let me double check real quick. Sorg, vamp for me for a second.
Yes, you can remember that Matt
What's
Carlins,
coming up after the show?
After this show, you can check out the hottest show on the internet.
Okay.
Talking Mayhem Mania. I did that
All right,
wrong.
time
I did
to
the wrong
do-
inflections. I'm sorry.
Time to do the first match. The first move, like we said, went to our friend Brandon. He messaged it in to me a little bit earlier, and he trusted me to announce this move for him, and I thank him for that because he's a fine player and a great supporter of the show. And Brandon's move is he's getting rid of Walter.
Brandon, hold on.
Silence.
Hold on,
He is
hold
getting
on.
rid of Walter.
Let him complete.
And in his place, facing Keith Lee, Brandon will have Cesaro versus Keith Lee.
No.
All right.
Brandon,
Cesaro. Now understand, boys. Just because he makes change to the to a match does not mean this match is off limits to you guys. You could still make a change to that match, but the Alex cards will apply to
don't let him
Brandon, and it will let Brandon come back next week. If your move doesn't survive till the end of the round, we have a rule that gives you an option to come back if you choose to. That gets a little bit complicated. Don't worry about that. No one's gonna mess with your move, right, Sorg?
You're right.
Right. Anyway, let's Judo. Yeah, you want to take a crack at this? You want to make one change to this card here?
Okay, yes, actually.
Yeah, okay.
It's good.
Wait,
that
wait, don't push the mic away.
It's good that Cesaro has been added in here because I was going to use him anyway, and then I didn't know what to do here. But I will now switch Cesaro and Nikki Cross.
Okay.
What?
All right.
Wait,
so we're
what?
gonna swap. What? He's gonna swap Cesaro for Nikki Cross.
Yes.
Okay. So.
So Cesaro.
Wait, hold on. No help in the studio audience.
Let him conduct.
This is. I live for this. I love the 1-for-1 swap. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna move. Nikki Cross is gonna face Keith Lee. I still like it.
I wanted her to
And
have something.
Cesaro will face the Fiend. Eh? We're on a roll. Here we go. All right.
Oh boy.
All right. Excellent. I like
Okay.
that one,
It's
Judo.
already a mistake.
Jamie,
Okay,
You're up.
so can I use indie wrestlers?
I would prefer you not.
Okay. I'm going to remove the whole entire Sam Roberts and Pat McAfee match because
All
that
right.
just sounds retarded.
Oh, whoa. You can't be hating on Pat McAfee like that.
Oh,
I hate Pat
what?
McAfee. I hate him so
No,
much.
no,
What? Is
that-
it because he
now
played for the
that-
Colts? Is that what it is?
Now that is a well-reasoned.
God,
Now that is a
Jamie.
well-reasoned reason for you to get rid of that match. Let's mind our verbiage. All right. Anyway, let's go.
I'm going to replace it with a tag team match.
Here we go.
3D versus.
Wait, the Dudleys?
Yes, the
I
Dudleys.
can't let you do that.
Why can't you?
Bubba Ray is under contract to Ring of Honor.
Damn it.
Right.
Damn.
But I like where your head's at.
Please say heavy machinery.
Hardys are still under contract.
Shut the fuck up, Judah. I want heavy machinery.
I mean, Devon's there. You want to find like an honorary Dudley to tag
I
with
got
him?
it.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so this is gonna be messed up. We're gonna put Devon and Batista together.
All right, now we're working.
Now we're going back.
Oh,
to
yeah,
him
yeah,
being
yeah.
the Reverend.
Reverend. All right.
Devon, they can
Oh, my
Oh
name.
boy.
Versus Paul London and Brian Kendrick.
Name to the tent.
I'll take it.
We hopping in the Wayback Machine right now.
Yeah. Whoa.
London's still good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still. All right. I love it. Good
Back in
job.
ye olden
That's a
days
beautiful.
at
That's the
Barry
kind of
Elsewhere.
matchmaking we need more of around here. All right, sexy fireman.
So, I would take Angle out of the Balor match,
Okay.
and I would put Daniel Bryan in his place.
Excellent. Now we're working.
Thanks for fixing that because I didn't have an option.
I like that match.
Oh yeah, we
Wait, you're not gonna put Bryan against Angle?
just tell him to hush.
Okay. All right.
Just tell him to hush up.
Don't worry, I'll fix it next week. It'll be fine.
No
We
help
don't
from-
like you.
No help from the studio audience as we remind people every week, our players must walk alone. Right?
Yeah, but I ignore you every week, so I'm still listening
Phil?
again.
You're batting cleanup.
I know.
Last move. Last
Who
chance
will survive?
to make this thing right.
Get rid of Riddle.
Get rid of.
Nah, I like.
Bro.
Bro.
No, bro. No, bro. No, bro. No, bro. No, bro. No, bro. Get rid of Riddle.
Bro. All right.
Put in
Is there a-
Goldberg.
Is there a more divisive wrestler among wrestlers than Riddle? Like wrestlers fight over Riddle. all the time.
I hate Riddle.
Really?
Well, who hates Riddle?
What's the anti-Riddle
Goldberg.
stance? I don't understand.
You don't
the
like
hate.
Riddle.
Oh no, I love Riddle.
You love
I think
Riddle.
he's great.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the real hate? I don't understand it.
I
Yeah.
don't know, but
I
like
just-
wrestlers get
Just the
very
just the
divisive
broness?
over
I
Riddle.
just don't like
You,
the
you, I was
fact
just
that
say you saying you hate Riddle is like you saying you hate Brock Lesnar. Do you hate Brock
I
Lesnar?
love Brock Lesnar.
Well, then what's the
I
difference?
hate
They're
Brock
both
It's the
Lesnar.
using-
shoes. It's the lack of shoes, isn't it?
It is. I really
Yeah,
hate.
yeah,
I
yeah,
hate
like-
that he doesn't wear shoes.
Very
See, I like
bothersome.
it. I like it. It's different. It's like a Jimmy Superfly Snuka style flashback. You know what I'm saying?
I dig the idea.
Edge versus Goldberg.
Jesus Christ.
Phil?
Spear versus spear.
All right. So
I get where your head's at.
I did love Lucha Underground when it was around.
Yeah.
Sure you did.
So- I'm going to add to the Devlin, Morrison, and Ricochet
Yeah.
and put Isaiah Swerve Scott.
All right. Okay. All right.
I like that.
Cool. I
That's
love
good.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
They had some wicked bangers in Lucha Underground.
Swerve. Yeah, this is almost a total Lucha Underground match happening.
I
right
can't
now.
wait for that to be a grave consequences match.
Nah, we're going weapons of mass destruction on this one,
Oh
right?
yeah.
All right. Good job, boys. This is great. You guys did great. That was awesome. It's
Brandon-
always the
Brandon-
newcomers do the best job on this. Let's recap
Brandon
what we
time.
got now.
Brandon was terrible.
Brandon did a great
come
job
on.
too.
Brandon did fine.
Brandon tried his
Oh.
best. Keith Lee,
Brandon took a shot.
you know what? Sometimes the process is a little bit ugly. Sometimes some feelings get hurt. Sometimes people come back and they try to seek revenge. That's not your problem, unless you guys want to come back.
I mean, I'd love to come
Yeah,
back.
we can bring you
Yeah,
back
I
and
mean,
let you
we
cause
can-
some more trouble.
we can-
I gotta
Awesome.
figure out
Let's
who
do
got the
that.
Alex Cars rule on this one. All right. Wait, I think Brandon got
Brandon.
the Alex Cars.
Brandon.
Brandon
Yeah, he
gets to
did.
come back next week.
Yeah, he
Brandon, what a
did.
time, man! You get to go clean up next week. All right. Nikki Cross is now fighting Keith Lee. Yes.
Listen, I don't know that Keith Lee can handle that crazy.
No, he's gonna get his ass kicked by Nikki Cross. All right. Finn Balor versus Daniel Bryan. Elias versus Shinsuke Nakamura. We've got Devon
Reverend.
Reverend
Devon.
Wait.
I'll specify. You're right. I can't wait for
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Garza's
make
gonna
a note for Garza. Yeah.
Deacon
Yeah.
Batista.
He
There you
did
go.
bring up the Reverend again when he had that spot with Rev in December at RWA.
Yeah. So it's
So-
still in him,
Oh yeah.
trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
come out. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Reverend Devon and Deacon Batista
Yes.
versus Paul London and Brian Kendrick. The Brian Kendrick.
It's the reunion you did
I
what you
the
wanted.
man-
saw a video online.
Hold on, what's that, Mike?
I saw a video online of Seth Rollins coming out to the Reverend Devon music. It was amazing. Like, it's everything I want in life now.
All right, Matt, continue.
The Fiend versus Cesaro. Jordan Devlin versus John Morrison versus Ricochet versus Isaiah Swerve Scott. Edge versus Matt Riddle. And Bianca Belair versus Jazz. Sorg, I think we've got another graduated match. I'm going to check my notes and I'm going to tell everyone if we have a graduated match coming up on Talking Mayhem Mania. Coming up later on this fine YouTube channel or wherever you get
And-
finer things.
and-
Let's hear it for the Hossmen.
Yeah, good job,
Great,
guys.
good job, boys.
Jamie's on his phone again.
Again.
And
Goddamn kids and their technology.
And next week playing scheduled is Chris LaRusso.
Oh.
Will be back. He's an old hat at this game. He's been here about every year of it.
One old hat.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Making his
We love Chris LaRusso.
Yes.
What a guy.
Dad.
So
Yep, Dad.
What dad?
Dad.
Making
That's like the
Mayhem
dad.
Wait. How many of you guys were trained by Chris LaRusso? And every one of them.
All
Oh man, no.
I want to
Matt,
raise my
Matt,
hand
Matt,
too.
put
Just
your hand down.
I
Put
want
your
to be
hand
left
down, Matt.
out.
Daddy.
No.
The dads.
Whenever people,
Daddy.
when we do something right, we say we got trained by Chris LaRusso. When we do
Oh,
something
here we
wrong,
go with Samuel.
No,
Adonis.
whenever we do something wrong, we say we got trained by Palace.
Except for Tyler, who just says he's trained by Sam Adonis.
Yes.
Wait,
yes.
what?
They,
Wait.
Oh, you did it. No,
No.
you did it at Revenge. You were like, oh, I got trained
I
by
said
Sam.
I never
Adonis.
once uttered those words. I said
Yes,
it
you
as a
did.
joke
We
to
all
Oh,
heard
no,
Palace.
you didn't.
Tyler.
Oh, no,
and
you
Chris.
You told me
We
that.
all heard it.
I did not.
Oh, when Palace kills you, I'm going to be laughing.
I said I made a joke, and now
He was serious.
and now everyone's like, you just you just disregarded Chris and Palace as your trainers. It's like I did not do that.
You did though.
I did not.
You told me.
Yes,
all
you did.
about that you were being
Yes, you
trained
did.
Under, Adonis.
I never said that.
You're lying.
He is lying.
I
He is
never
lying.
said
Yes,
that.
you did.
He's lying.
I
Yes,
would
you
never
did.
put that kind of disgrace on Sam Adonis because he would want to be.
Oh, now you're gonna get killed by all three. I can't wait. Oh,
You set that up
At the
yourself.
next WrestleRex,
That's
we
called-
see.
the
That's-
death
that's-
of Jason Tyler.
No, that's self-deprecation. I didn't make fun of
Man,
him.
it's like I'm gonna be on this show. I'm like, why is this weird four-way on the card between Jason Tyler and these three guys?
Let me get you a shovel so you can dig your way back out, bud.
The Hossmen are just standing in the balcony like, ha. Just
I never said
Just
that.
waiting
Yes,
at
he
the
did.
end. Just
I
waiting,
never said that.
waiting at the entrance with a bottle for afterwards. On brand. Hashtag on brand.
Hashtag on brand.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
He hits the mic with the bottle. Yeah. It's not even Christmas, guys.
I got to drive, brother.
It's not even Christmas, and Chess Fluxor ain't here. Matt Carlins, you put something in the chat. Not the chat. You put something on the Facebook group that is starting on, looks like the 4th.
The New Japan Cup.
Yes. So yes. So I would you tweeted something or message or probably tweet a few days ago about like you watched something, went to bed, and got up in time for New Japan.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's right. What night was it? Wait, where were we? Takeover was the past weekend, right?
Yeah, I think
I watched the Takeover
2 weekends ago.
and New Japan was just running like they did like 4 straight days at Corkin, and I watched Takeover. And all that craziness that happened there. I went to bed. I wake up, and it's like Shingo versus Ishii on New Japan. Like the first thing I turned on, just in time for the main event at like 6 in the morning. I'm like, give me that. Just slap, hit, elbows, forearms.
You are living your best wrestling life right now.
I am totally. Because for a few days there, like every day I woke up, I wouldn't have to sit through any of the prelims, no young lines, no none of that bullshit. I just wake up. 6:30, turn on the New Japan, main event's on. And it's just like half an hour, watch the main event, enjoy it.
It's like it was
Then you're
made for you.
done.
Time zones
Double
work in
back.
your favor.
Yeah. But March is going to be nuts.
Yeah.
If any of the
So-
do you guys watch the New Japan at all?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. My guy.
I don't do Saito suplexes for no reason, man.
All right. Like next month's going to be crazy. Like they literally said it
wait.
on the like Kevin Kelly said on the one of the recent broadcasts. He's like, we've never had a month where we've done this many English commentary shows as we're going to do in March.
Wow.
They're doing a broadcast for the whole damn tournament every single day, and
So
it's going to be
excited.
awesome. It's going to be awesome.
I'm looking at the card here. And
I won't speak because the New Japan is clearly not fully appreciated by everyone here, but Phil and I will speak privately later about how awesome.
You'll have your own show.
Absolutely.
You have your own show talking about this.
We'll discuss it. We'll do the bracketology on it later.
Oh,
on, maybe.
jeez.
Yeah, but it looks great.
What we got? Well, I mean, it's everybody in here. We got Cobb Maccabee is for
Cobb's
first
in it.
round.
There's a first round match between Okada and Jay White.
Colt
There's going to be a first round match between Ospreay and Shingo, which I shit you
yes.
not is going to be like 6 stars.
Colt
They
Cabana.
cannot
absolutely.
possibly go less
Absolutely.
than that.
Colt Cabana and Bad Luck Fale.
That's going to be a classic
What
also.
I think
1.5
that'll be-
stars probably, but it's going to be classic.
Oh, it's gonna be so hilarious.
It's going to be great.
Oh, jeez. What else we
I'm
got
trying
here?
to think of
What
some of
are
the
they-
other first rounders.
let's see, Ibushi and-
There's some good
Ibushi
ones.
and
There's like
Sabre.
there's some good stuff in like the upper right. I think they're doing Ibushi. Yeah, Ibushi and Sabre. They're doing Tanahashi and Taichi on the other side of that bracket. So there's lots of
Jeez.
intrigue there.
Sonata's in here.
Yep, he's in there. That's all. It's
Tenzin
good
and
boys now.
Yoshihashi, Kenta and
Kenta.
Fredericks.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Kenta's gonna. Oh, yeah, Carl Fredericks. Yeah.
Yes.
It's good.
Jeez.
It's like-
Okay, we're
Oh,
all,
it was
Judo. Judo, you're not in the Hossman anymore.
It was
Fuck out.
you.
Whoa,
What
what's
happened?
happening?
It
What's
was
happening?
you.
He's
Judo
been
just
over here
shit
shitting himself.
Yes.
And it smells god awful.
You need to quit drinking.
He's buzzed off his ass.
Am I
right
gonna
now.
have to
Oh, yes, he is.
Yo, am I gonna have to throw that cherry out after this?
Yes.
What's happening?
No,
I
we're-
have to at least freeze it.
We're gonna have to just throw him out after this.
Yes.
Honestly, get him out of here. He
Yo,
smells like shit.
Get your.
You need to get a hold of yourself.
Wow.
Hey, let me ask another. Since we're talking about Japanese wrestling for just a brief moment, Phil, did you see the Nakanishi retirement match?
Yes, I did.
How awesome was it?
It was amazing.
Yeah,
It was
great.
amazing.
That was dads versus sons basically 4-on-4. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it was like third generation versus fourth generation, and one of the guys on the third generation team, Nakanishi, was his last match.
Yeah.
And it was just like the young guys just like flying around, putting him over. It's amazing. Amazing. It smells in here now, but
It smells so bad.
Gio, you're lucky there's nothing in throwing distance right now.
I'm so happy I stayed home.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
be
lucky you,
happy.
Ronnie.
Be happy. It's disgusting.
If I come in that studio next
got a
Tuesday, it
car
smells
ride
like
home
shit.
with me,
I know it's
too.
lame.
Yo, I gotta work here every day.
It should be gone soon though.
I'd rather have Jamie playing on his phone than you shit in your pants.
Hey, at least I'm engaging in the conversation.
Well,
Yes,
not
but you
valid.
didn't tell me I had to bring my gas mask.
Well,
All
now
right.
we're talking about
Damn.
this shit. We're not talking about wrestling.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Poor Matt over there. I'm way over here. He's right next to you.
I think the wind is going this way because I'm only catching a little bit of it, and I think you guys are getting away.
yeah.
You're like tasting it over there. It's like really.
It's in my mouth.
The air is going that way.
It's bad.
See, that's why I'm glad you're getting most of it, and it's just like the last bit coming my
No,
way.
because whenever I smelt it, I looked at Jamie thinking he shit himself.
No, it was him.
Well, I thought it was you because I caught a whiff and I was like, damn. Like, one of you shit yourselves, and it's that one over there on the goddamn chair just dying. So, you got to get a shot of that. He's buzzed off his ass just shitting himself. Like, Jesus Christ.
This is what you get when you invite the Hossmen.
Yeah.
What's great is I've been
God.
laughing this hard stone sober.
Yo, you are
Because
not
what has-
sober. Oh, no, you're not.
No, I'm not saying I am. What I'm saying
No,
is I
you're
would be
not.
laughing this hard because this game of ass whisper down the lane has just occurred, turning everyone against each other like that.
It's like a smelling game of werewolf.
Oh.
I can actually smell it through my headphones.
I would like to acknowledge Mike's lack of shit that I'm staring at him right now.
This is like you had to have been there apparently, or prefer that you're not. All right. Well, we should conclude this smelliest version of the Mayhem Show. Go around.
Thanks, Judo.
Guys,
Thank you, Judo.
What did you learn from this week in wrestling? Who wants to go first?
I'm never trusting judo in a car again, ever. Your ass is getting shit canned out the window the second you do that. Ever again.
Yeah, I agree with Tyler. I found out that I can't take long car rides with Judo. Because, like, the smell coming out of your asshole is just absolutely
Yeah, so
ridiculous.
I feel like this is the only way we can end a Hossman episode of the Indy Mayhem or Wrestling Mayhem show is just berating judo for his smelly ass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all I know is I'm not going to invite Judo on a car ride with us.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it.
Say anything non-smell related that you guys learned this week.
Absolutely not.
No.
I learned that weighing 220 pounds is way different than weighing 290 pounds.
Found out that I can do my first double step moonsault.
Nice. Fireman?
The fans love my titties. Just saying. At IWC, I did a motorboat, and I took my titties out, and the fans went fucking nuts for it.
I love how we go from ass smelling like roadkill to fireman's
I
big
like how
titties
it's just
everywhere.
like, hey, I can do a moonsault now, and then it's like
Tyler,
the
yeah.
fireman's like, hey, guess what move I do
Look,
now?
what I don't make up for in
Sorg,
physical,
I learned that people love his titties, apparently.
what I don't make up for in physical fitness, I make up in for being sexy, and my titties are probably better than half the chicks in this fucking.
Oh my god.
Sadly, but
oh dear Jesus.
I got some good titties, and the fans liked it, so that's all that matters.
All right.
Tyler, it would probably boost the ratings if you just whip them out on camera. Right?
Absolutely.
I'm just
not.
going to
This
invite
is so
Tyler to
dysfunctional.
a custom video producer after the show.
Absolutely
and,
not.
We'll
Go
set up
from
an
there.
OnlyFans. It'll be great.
OnlyFans.
I don't know what's worse, the stench still or the thought of his titties.
Judah, what'd you learn
Apparently, my ass can kill a man.
from wrestling?
That's interesting.
Is that your new move?
Oh, that's a whole new version of a stink face, ain't it,
I
Judo?
mean, it worked for both John and Kuma in Tekken, so
Okay.
should work. Anyway,
From wrestling. Wrestling.
Mom, I really hope you're not watching.
I learned that I still have a fair bit to go before I'm ever hitting a Phoenix Splash. Learn that.
Okay.
Learn that real hard.
Okay. All right. Okay. Matt, what about you?
I learned that wrestlers either hate Matt Riddle or they love Matt Riddle.
Hate.
Love.
Sometimes in the same package.
Bro Stallion, man.
Sometimes.
Bros are weights.
It tears families apart. Tears wrestling families apart.
We'll still be a family, guys. It's okay. It's just I know when bro's on Jim, you gotta leave the room.
On the line, what'd you guys learn? Ronnie?
Huh?
What'd you learn? Other than
I learned that people love sexy firemen's titties.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you might get to see some on Sunday, boy.
Hey.
I'm gonna pass the titties, pal. I'm gonna pass. Unless you're gonna be photo them a little bit, then then we'll talk business.
Some special moments gonna happen at Black Diamond Wrestling.
Yeah,
on
don't
Sunday.
miss Black Diamond Wrestling in Benwood, West Virginia. My tits are coming out.
There is no commission. Titties are coming out.
Oh boy.
And there is no law here.
There is no laws in West Virginia.
On our Mardi Gras episodes.
I better bring the claw on Sunday. We'll get some laws.
Jeez. Mad Mike, what about you?
I learned that Bianca Belair is one of the only wrestlers that can interrupt a match, cut an entire promo, and not a disqualification will be called.
Yeah.
Okay.
That happened.
Who's tapping the mic?
All right, here we go. Chat room, Sorg.
Chat room.
Dave Podner learned that Mayor Bike Lane Billy is the ultimate heel.
Yes.
Our Pittsburgh Mayor, Bill Peduto.
Hmm.
Tina Keys learned there has to be a John Moxley or Darby Allin's children's book down the line if an Adam Page one has just been announced. I'm all for the Darby Allin children's book.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of my 10-year-old son loves Darby Allin.
Really?
Yeah, he thinks he's great.
Is the Adam Page children's book just Daddy's going for a beer?
Yes, exactly.
That's
the counting
the
book.
Hossmen
1 beer,
children's
2
book.
beer, 3 beer.
Okay.
Daniel Towery learned this week referees can be biased sometimes. Yeah. And Alex Cars learned that we are just a few days away from lethal leap year.
God damn. I
Sea
hope
Monster.
I hope Big Bartholomew gets that swap.
Big Bartholomew. He's going to get the farm back.
Lethal.
Wait, what'd you cross out there?
I crossed out once in a
Lethal
the
leap
word
year. That's
lethal,
right.
Because lethal leap year sounds better. It's
That's
got
right.
alliteration. It just sounds nicer.
Why do they not name Saturday Show Lethal Leap Year? I have a grudge.
I don't know.
Now.
I don't
have a
know.
very big grudge about that.
I campaigned, man.
I mean, once in a leap year is pretty good too, but I mean, I agree. Like lethal does kind of sound a little bit better.
You know what? Guess what? We're doing a Lethal Leap Year on Friday for a gaming thing at the studio.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a real Lethal Leap Year, and I'm going to do a stupid gimmick the entire freaking show.
Nice.
Wait, you are?
Oh, yes.
So, just like every episode of this show?
Oh, and by the way, I'm bringing old school wrestling games for that night.
Thank you.
Yes, and I'm going to see if I can get Akia Evolution working on an emulator for you guys.
Nice.
Sorg, are you bringing them Crush Hour?
Ooh,
no, don't you dare go.
Maybe I will now.
I remember as a kid, I went over to my friend Robbie's house, and we would play that Crush Hour on the GameCube, and it was like my favorite thing ever.
Dude, Crush Hour?
Yeah.
Dude, I love that game. Dude, that is such a good game.
I was at the exchange, and I found it for PS2.
Yeah.
But I can't get my PS2 to work, so I got.
Bro, just go buy a new one.
I will buy a new. Well, isn't the PS5 supposed to be backwards capability?
Yeah.
So if I get a
Doing this
PS5,
RetroCon systems or whatever they're called.
Brock Lesnar has a twisty rockets. That's how JR sounds on commentary.
Annihilation.
Now. It actually kinda works.
I learned this weekend.
Kenny Omega has the Annihilator.
I learned be nice to everybody at a wrestling show because you never know who you may be actually talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to put that out there. Guys, Hossmen, thank you so much for joining us. We almost got them all in one shot here.
Your camera's going to be be wider than that.
Yes,
get
there
all
you
of
go.
us
Oh,
in
wait,
there.
wait. You're just plugging the merch
We got
now.
shirts.
They got
I can plug
shirts.
the merch.
This is a nice looking shirt.
Yeah, there you go.
I gotta try and get it in frame.
Don't get it on the mic. Down.
Down.
There you go.
There you go.
Fucking idiot.
There you go.
I can't see the screen, Jamie.
Somebody bring me one of them shirts on Sunday.
And
There you
also,
go.
You got
please be
$25
sure-
bucks?
Be sure to attend Hossmen Pro Wrestling presents Lethal Leap Year this Saturday at the Worthington Civic Center. That's Hossmen Pro Wrestling.
Also known in some circles as Prospect Pro Wrestling once in a leap year as well. Depends on which search engine you're using.
Stevie smells like shit.
That's
I
right.
haven't been refreshing it. You've still got residual. I choose to believe it's just trapped in your sinuses
It's
at
just
this
in
point.
your nose now. Thank you. Thank you, Stevie LaBelle, Jamie Jameson, Sexy Fireman. You're the only one I don't give a real name. and Philip Archer, Ronnie Starks, Mad Mike.
Dick diggity dog.
Thank you, Mainstream Matt.
Good night, everybody.
And thank you, everybody. We'll be back. Keep an eye out again. The Miles Monroe interview will be coming up later this week on the Indy Mayhem Show. Subscription and look out Friday night for it'll be Brohemoth Invitational, Lethal Leap Year, and some other stuff will be filmed for the weekend. And, of course, the Indy Wrestling US crew will be out at Prospect Pro Wrestling as well as Black Diamond Wrestling. Go check that out and check out all the dates of your area at PittsburghWrestling.com. We'll see you next time. Mayhem out.
Wait.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Holy shit.
Jesus.
Thank you, everybody in the chat room.